Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Dolla, Dibiase,
Boxingvoice.com.
Man, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to be the best.
Boxingvoice.com. To be one champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder. Boxingvoice.com.
This the fight that I've been wanting to keep done for the longest time.
110%. There's no doubt in my mind that fight will happen. There's no doubt in my mind I'll beat Wilder as well.
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. Don't you see it? You know, I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up. I want somebody to prove that to me. I want to be proven wrong. But for right now, I don't feel like nobody's gonna prove me wrong. Who has the guts?
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another gigantic big fight weekend. I don't even know that we can make as much money as we're going to make this weekend on any other fight weekend because we got a lot of fights that we can add into our parlay, and today we have a lot of news to discuss. First and foremost, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 3. We're giving you betting odds. We're giving you any trends and predictions that may arise in this particular matchup. Second, obviously one of the biggest breaking news, hot button topics to pop up this week, Gervonta Tank Davis, his fight official tissue with Rolando Romero, a.k.a. the self-proclaimed this generation's Roberto Duran, a.k.a. the Dwarf Slayer is what he's calling himself. And obviously, Gervonta Davis is the dwarf that he assumes he will be slain. Then, speaking of dwarfs, we got Teofimo Lopez, who's going to be taking on George Kambosos. And now the fight is finally official. No more lying. No more wondering. Yes, it falls at the hands of Eddie Hearns, who we know we can trust to get it done. And it will. And it'll be part of our DAZN package. So if you're paid up for the year annually like TBV, then you ain't got to worry about George Kambosos and Teofimo because it's part of your package. And if you don't have DAZN, there's a link in the description right there where you can just click on it and join DAZN. Cost you, well, it's going to cost you monthly, but it's going to cost you nothing extra to use our link. And at least good old DAZN and Eddie Hearn knows that we're still waving the yellow and black flag for them. Alexander, Micah K, what is up? How are you? Oh, last but not least, Archer Betterbeeve and Marcus Brown will be fighting in Montreal, Quebec.
What's going on, champion?
What up?
What up, though?
How are you guys? Big fight weekend, man. Any excitement?
Tron activated.
You already knew. Yes.
Absolutely.
Huge fight. I mean, I know Micah. Mike, are you excited?
Listen, I wish it was Saturday right now. I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie. And the undercard lit. Oh yes.
That's how I feel. I feel like I wish it was Saturday already.
I think I feel like I've taken a long trip to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? A long trip to the Liberty Science Center if you're in Jersey. Like, you know what I mean? I'm finally there. And this is the final fight, man. You know, they took us for a ride, what, 2 years? Or however long it was?
Pretty much about 2 years, right? I think you're right.
Bro, we're here. I mean, you've seen the press conference, and There's no more talking.
Honestly, I fell asleep for this final. Did they have something today? Did I miss something today? Was there something today?
Just the undercard press conference, to my knowledge.
Okay, because I was looking through boxing and seeing like, yo, where is the face-off pictures of Wilder and Fury? Because everyone else faced off, and I'm like, what's going on? Did I miss something? Because, you know, I take my old man naps after the first show. It's time to sleepy sleep. So I don't know. I ain't see nothing pop off.
Nah, I didn't see any extra stuff. You know, the whole, you know, it's crazy, right? Because, you know, more people were talking about, you know, with the whole, you know, Bob and Kate Abdo situation more than the actual press conference itself. But I thought the press conference was, you know, was okay. I guess, you know, the Wilder camp's tired of talking, man. The man wants retaliation, retribution. You know what I'm saying? He said the 3 R's during the press conference, and I was like, man, you know, it's over, man. No more talking. We're here. Deontay Wilder looking buff.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let me shift the attention to you, Mike, because I don't know if you've seen it, but obviously we spoke about it this morning. Kate Abdo, in my opinion, got some unfair treatment, got some foul language from Bob Arum. And I know you're a female in this sport. You're new in this sport. And I just want you to put yourself in her shoes. They asked me the same question. I've already said I wouldn't say anything. Like, what am I going to say to Bob? You know, I'm not Michael Coppinger. I'm not with ESPN. I don't make over $250,000 a year, and he got escorted. What they going to say to little old Ness? So I'm just saying, you as a woman, if something like that were to happen, how would you handle it? Do you ever want to be in that situation? How do you think Kate should have handled it? Did she handle it well? I mean, just what do you think of the overall situation, being a woman in boxing and watching that take place yesterday?
From what I saw and watching it, and also watching it, I mean, actually looking at certain things on Twitter, and I believe Kate tweeted. I think she did the tweet well. I think she handled it the best way she could. I feel like that was unacceptable to treat Kate like that. I did not see, when I was watching it, I did not get that from her being biased towards Wilder. Matter of fact, when it first came on, I saw that she hugged Deontay Wilder. I think she said, God bless you to him and God bless you to Tyson Fury. It seemed like she actually, it was all well-rounded, just all well-rounded fair. So as far as, no, I pray that I wouldn't be in that situation. But if that situation was to come up, it would be a certain way that I would have to handle it, you know, with things like that, like you saying too. That's still Bob Arum. That's somebody that is at the head. So you have to really, when you're dealing with stuff like that, that's business, that's your money, when you in finances. So you have to really think things through, and you have to strategically be able to move and handle that situation. So I can't tell you right off, because sometimes things is different until it actually happens to you. But the way Kate handled it, I believe she handled it well. And, you know, I support Kate, and I feel like she did nothing wrong. You know, that's my opinion.
Micah, I sent you Kate's tweet. If you want to read it while I screen share it to the public.
Okay. I definitely will read it. Okay, so she said, Kate says, with regards to the face-off, I was doing what we, the broadcaster, believed was agreed upon. But I think that's kind of unimportant now. I have nothing but respect for Bob Arum and the empire he has created. I understand what he means to boxing and what this sport owes him. I think the language in this interview was entirely inappropriate. Of course, it's disappointing to be disrespected by someone I respect, but that's life. Not everyone will give you the courtesy you deserve. And I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely.
Now, there are probably some men, old-fashioned, that are like, yo, come on. How does she expect Bob to speak? It's boxing. Look at the way the boxers treat each other. Look at our press conferences. This is part of boxing, is what I was being told a lot of this morning. Do the both of you agree with that? That boxing is just a niche sport. It's not governed. It can't be categorized or classified or put in the same box as the NFL or the NBA or any of that other stuff. And because of that, we get things like this. to me, that answer doesn't make it right. Like, oh, well, boxing's its own sport, so, shit like this happens, we just got to deal with it. I don't like that. I've been squirt with water, called all types of names. I don't really go out there. If I'm not invited anymore, I don't go because you're subject to things like that. I don't feel that Kate did anything wrong. And if she did, she should have been reprimanded off air. To be embarrassed amongst your colleagues and the world, to be, man, it was like she was a martyr.
Absolutely.
She died for us.
That's unacceptable to me. And then if you felt some type of way, pull me to the side. I always say, anybody, I can handle constructive criticism. I like when people, just like referring to how we are content creators, or you can say stuff, but make sure you say it in a respectful manner, especially with Kate. She's she's with the elite of the elite, as far as it's a blessing that she has that position. So it's for the world to see, like you said, her colleagues. So if he did feel that way, once everything is done, pull me to the side, Mr. Bob Aaron. Tell me what you felt that I did wrong. Then we can talk about it and go from there. But don't do that and then have everybody and try to disrespect me. And then already knowing she, first, she's a woman. So women already feel some type of way. We already feel mistreated, especially if you're in a male-dominated sport where you already can get disrespected so much by other people. So that probably really hurt her feelings too. And like she said in the tweet, this is Bob Aaron, who has been with the sport of boxing for so many years, and people respect and value his opinion and certain things like that. So she's looking at it like, wow, in her mind, what did I do? She's feeling like she handled it properly. And really, I'm still confused, because you even had a few callers this morning, say, well, she was catering to Deontay Wilder. And I'm not trying to, and of course I am a woman, but I still try to be fair and respect other people's opinions and sides. But I really truly didn't see it with Kate. I feel like she handled it well, and it was good.
Honestly, Micah, I didn't see it either. I didn't even know she hugged anybody. I watched the Fox on Sports press conference. It's still on YouTube. Now, whether or not they edited that press conference after it was aired live, I have no control over that. The 15 minutes that they put out and they titled it the press conference, I don't see no hugging. Now, maybe I overlooked it is all I can say. Doomy, did you see any hugging? What do you think of the Kate Abdo situation? And then double down for me. He called her this broad. They bring this broad from the UK. I mean, I don't know. Micah, I'm waiting for your answer as the female of the panel, but I feel like maybe that was a bit...
Oh, you want that? Well, when you say you waiting for my answer as far as like the broad, because I said it was unacceptable. You saying that part too? What you mean?
Well, just being called the broad, like how do you feel about, like, if that were you, like, well, this broad Micah?
No, it's like I said, it's unacceptable. Do not do that. No, that's to me, that's disrespect. Why do you have to? What was the point of him saying that? What did she do? So that's what I'm saying. No, I support
people
Kate.
In the chat are saying, come on, bruh, she hugged Wilder.
She did. I mean,
she hugged both, though. Did she?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, this is the first time you spoke, though.
No, I've been trying to tell you guys something. That's what I'm like.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw Ness. You're wrong. She hugged them at the end of the conference when they were saying bye.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
did
Broad,
did she hug Tyson too, or no?
The camera didn't go to that side. It didn't show that she did. But
she hugged them, and sorry, not to just cut you off, Doom. I just want to tell you this one little thing really quickly, and I'll let you finish. She hugged them in the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. She hugged Wilder and she hugged Tyson Fury, if I'm not mistaken. Right when it first came on during the live stream.
Yeah, I only remember at the end. And as far as the Broad, damn, do you guys have the clip, the audio clip for that, for Broad, when he called her a broad?
I mean, he said it just like that. This broad from the UK. They bring over this broad from the UK.
So this woman. I thought he said they brought this woman over from the UK.
Nah, he used the word broad.
I got to go back and listen.
Maybe not in. Listen to me. Listen to me. I guarantee you this. Maybe not in that sentence where he said they brought her over. He used the word broad.
Okay, yeah, because not in that sentence. I'm pretty sure he said woman, but he talks like that too, man, and that's that's old school bullshit. You're not supposed to call no woman a broad. You know, if he comes from the old school, he knows what it meant then. You know, and what way a woman could take that. You know. And I don't know, man, what to say about Bob, bro. It looks like Bob was surrounded by everybody. He's answering. He looked like he was he was the center of attention in the little cipher that he was in. And shout out to Mike Coppinger too, man, who held his composure too, man. In front, he look like Ness said. Ness been squirted with water in the UK. You know, people really don't understand what it is to be a reporter and work in that community. It's tough sometimes, you know. And I thought it was bullshit, you know. I think I don't know why he was riled up. I really don't know what had him all worked up so bad. I don't know what was so important about not having that face off that lit him up. Like he literally called from the where he was sitting. The audience, yes, thank you, Ness, and made sure it didn't happen. Like it was just crazy. He was riled up.
Mm-hmm. And to Adrian made a good point this morning, and this is not any excuse, but if you've ever been around a lot of older people, if you have a grandparents and stuff, they do. It seems like, you know, I don't want to be, you know, it does seem like with older people, the older they get, they don't care. It's like literally no filter. It's like they're older now.
Everyone
I
was using that. Everyone was using that as an excuse, like, oh, he's old. Oh, he probably didn't have his weed. Like, is that really an excuse, fellas and ladies?
No, it's not an excuse. It's, once again, it's unacceptable. I think, like I said, I agree with Kate. Even the tweet, I think that was very respectful. Because she could have really even, you know, went off even more. But even the tweet, how she handled it, to me was good. I do not see anything that she did that was so wrong. That's what I'm even trying to figure out. What triggered him that badly? Because like Doomy said, it was like, boom, out of nowhere.
Well, let me give you the audio here. And, see what he says.
No crap. They bring this woman in from the UK, and she's she's slanting all the press conference to Wilder. Like, I don't give a damn, but it's obvious that that's what she was doing. And then she knew that the understanding was no facer. Tom Brown argued with Fox, no facer. We said no face-off. And what does she say? Face-off. Now we're going to do a face-off. Fuck her and fuck them. There was no face-off, and we saved the fight.
On top. So, yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Okay, so Bob is saying she knew and she shouldn't have did that. So.
But my defense to that this morning was, these analysts have an earpiece. Bob isn't in control. He's not executive producer. He's not the producer. He's not head of sports. He got nothing to do with the production. Maybe he can suggest some things. Maybe he can have his way, but he has to relay that to someone. He's not head of productions. Like, he doesn't know who's in charge of the cameras and the sound. So I don't want to hear that shit. That she knew. She might have known, but she also might have got a motherfucking message in her ear. Hey, try and get them together. This is going well. And Bob just, you know, fuck her, fuck them, fuck. Right. I don't know. I that excuse that you owe, it should be the fucking opposite, because it's like you old enough to know what's right from wrong.
I don't give a damn.
That is true. I'm just saying, right, it's not an excuse, but I'm just saying, being around older people, it's like some stuff just come out. You be like, wow, you really think you said that? You know, you really think that's okay, appropriate to say at that time, but it's crazy.
Listen, again, I you know, Bob was out of control, man. What he said to Mike Coppinger was pretty, you know, like it's. I don't know if we let him get away with it more because of what Ness said. You know, he's an older man. He's been in the game. You gotta give him all his respects, right? And even though a lot of, you know, there's some on the chat saying, "Oh, broad, he could have used worse." Like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, Go look abroad, and maybe it'll make you change your mind.
Yeah, he could have used worse, but guess what? You won't be addressing me that way. That's disrespect. If a woman, if that's what you feel, that's just like, I'm not gonna call a man out of his name. If it's something that you know that a man doesn't like, it's all about respect at the end of the day. So you could say it's okay, but for other people, it's not. It depends on. Case closed.
We got Henry Brown with a super chat that says, Ness, if Wilder loses instead of burpees, fam, we betting pull-ups. And I thought you said AJ was going to be undisputed. It don't look like this. It's going to be, I don't know. Who's you mean? Is that? Look, I ain't doing no burpees, let alone pull-ups. Talk to Doomy. He's trying to get in shape.
Yeah, right.
I got no dog in the race right now, especially if it comes with me doing exercise. If you want betting odds and you want to put down a bet with money, we could talk about that.
My bookiness?
Huh?
With my bookie?
With my bookie. Make sure you use that code BETTBV. That's the only betting odds we giving and bets we making. We ain't doing no push-up and pull-up bets, man. We too old for that. No gracias. But, man, I wish I could find the other audio because I can't believe that you are questioning the whole broad thing. That's out there, bro. That word he used it. It's out there.
I gotta find it because I didn't even, I saw the little piece of the Mike Compinger, him going off because I thought that was crazy. I'm like, damn,
yeah, I thought that was crazy. I thought that was crazy.
And I thought my man Mike was challenging Bob to a duel.
No, I think
he was like, come on.
There's a possibility Mike could get in trouble because he egged him on. You know, he pulled his mask down, kind of like did a little face, like stuck his tongue out type of shit, like. You know what I mean? But that was after he got cursed out. You know what I'm saying? So
Bob had a fucking hitman next to him.
Yo, no, Bob had a security. He was like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. And they escorted him.
Bob grabbed my man Frank, said, come here, yo. Hey, get him out of here.
It's crazy, man.
Frank Warren was like, what the fuck? Bob done went motherfucking boss real quick and said, get him out of here. I was like, oh, man. When he put his hands on Mike, I was like, oh, can he do that?
Hell yeah, bro. He's Bob Arum. You're out of here. This is his press conference, bro. That's what I'm saying. Boxing is it needs to be governed, man, because these dudes can do whatever. Like, think about it. Wilder accused Fury of not allowing specific media in. So think about that for 1 second. That means there's people that are cool with Wilder that are hitting him up saying, yo, they denied me entrance. Yeah. He ain't just saying that. He got his members that's like, yo, we gonna ask him about that glove cheating. We gonna ask him about them gloves. And they ain't get in.
Oh, look at this guy.
Exactly.
That's bull. And
Wilder confronted him in the press conference. He's like, look, man, you stopping media from coming in here asking you the tough question. He's like, can't nobody ask me the tough question. That's what Fury said. So, yeah, man, a few more days. This one is, it's ready. It's ready, man. This is definitely ready for us to consume it, bro. It's a matter of days now. We got Andre Dakota. He says, if this was an organizational sport like the NBA or NFL, Bob would have been reprimanded and fined. This would have been on ESPN first segment. Of course, he would have to probably go on First Take or Sports Center, live press conference. I apologize. I'm sorry.
And for everybody, right? And for everybody that's saying, oh, it's not that severe. Okay, for you, it might not be severe for calling a woman abroad, but just like you said, there's certain rules and regulations. People get reprimanded for stuff like that. Maybe, okay, boxing, but just like you said, in the NBA, they would have had a whole thing. This would have spilled out for a few days, especially if it was a slow news cycle type of day. They would have had, just like you said, Bob Aaron come up First Take undisputed. Then he would have probably had to apologize because they really, especially depending, with social media and stuff, how severe it was. Yeah, it would have been a lot of more complaints. But to me, because boxing is such a niche sport and, you really have to be. That's why I said, us as boxing fans or boxing analysts, we are really passionate because you don't even see as many people to me talk about boxing. Because if this was the NBA or NFL, this would have been a huge trending topic for at least, maybe a few days, depending on how, the fans, how much they came out about it, or other women. So
I don't give a damn.
I know you don't, Bob. I know you don't. Oh, man. So what else we got to discuss here? What's next on the docket? Well, I mean, I've been talking about Wilder Fury all week. I pretty much, I don't know if we got anything official from Alex, but Mike, I know you do your breakdowns on your channel, which you should tell everybody where to watch it at. But yeah, if you want to give us a slight breakdown, Wilder Fury, we all give our picks before we get to topic numero dos.
all right, so make sure if you support the queen, make sure to go to Afternoon Sports Slay. Once again, Afternoon Sports Slay. I'm at that halfway point. I'm like at 550 right now. So I would definitely love true supporters, true people that really want to, support the queen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Once again, Afternoon Sports Slay, Instagram, MK Sports Slay. I'm going to start doing more on the Instagram too. So I'm trying to, get a feel for, do just more. But anyway, make sure you check out the my recent breakdown. I titled it Deontay Wilder, Nothing to Lose, Everything to Prove. This is his redemption, in my opinion. So a little breakdown really quickly. We know that Tyson Fury is an excellent skilled boxer. He brings a lot to the table. I'm not going to give you a full, that's why I said make sure you tap in. But with Fury, to me, and Ness made a good point a couple days ago as well. I think that was on Monday, because I had already had this written down. Fury to me is like a trickster. So with Fury, he's the type of person that Wilder definitely has to outsmart him, because Fury brings a lot of different things to the table when he jabs, when he feints, and he keeps you guessing. And he's a very, high IQ boxer. And for his weight and his height, he moves so well around the ring too. That's one of his, to me, greatest qualities, to be such a big man, 6'9", and his weight and things like that. So to me, with Deontay Wilder, let me say this: I do have, I'm going for Wilder. I have Wilder with a knockout between rounds 7 and 9. But Wilder definitely has to have a great strategic game plan. I'm looking to see what Malik Scott, what they worked on. My key thing is to really key in on Wilder. I want to see too from him, really like his head and foot movement. I want to see what he's worked on. We know he got the dangerous right. I want to see him go to the body, because I feel like if he breaks down that body, then he can get to the head and then unleash, that right hand. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my prediction. I'm going with Wilder, and I got a knockout.
Let me ask you, so when you say 7 through 9, you mean literally 7, 8, 9, not 1 through 9, right?
Yeah, let me make sure I got that, simplified. Yes, between rounds 7 through 9. So I'm saying that Wilder will knock out Fury either the 7th, 8th, or 9th round. And the reason why I chose that, because I know some people are saying the later rounds the later it gets, Wilder could be in trouble, because we know he doesn't have that same type of pure boxing skill set that Fury has. So a lot of people saying you're not going to be able to outbox Fury. But in my opinion, if Wilder and Malik Scott has a great game plan, and if you are able, because he has devastating, deadly power, able to break down their body, and then you get him at that right moment, that's why I'm saying those rounds right in there, that 7th, 8th, and 9th round.
So I just want, real quick, for any viewing public, listening public, if you believe in the queen, right, and you think she's got it right, well, her bet is quite sexy. If you turn her prediction into a bet, and you go to mybookie.ag, you go to Deontay Wilder by knockout, technical knockout, or disqualifications in rounds 7, 8, and 9, you can buy that group bet of rounds. Obviously, you can be cheap like me and bet your $10 and let that 10 turn into 120. Or you could be the king of Essex like I mean, bet 100 and let that 100 turn into $1,200 if you believe Micah.
100 turn into 1,200? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we definitely got to talk. We definitely gotta
Yes, but that's it. That's only if you really believe that he's gonna do it in 7, 8, and 9.
And let me say this before you continue, Ness. The Queen, if you truly pay attention to my channel, okay, because some of y'all like to say, oh, she's doing this, she's getting it from somewhere. No, this God given, boo-boo. I do this, okay? So if you pay attention to my channel, look at my predictions. Yes, you know the Queen can be wrong. Nobody's saying I'm not wrong, but pay close attention to each fight that I have analyzed and broke down and did predictions. A lot of them have been spot on. Now, half of them have been wrong too. But the Canelo versus Billy Joe, I told you Canelo it was going to be a stoppage in round 8. That came true. I told you about the Tank prediction. I don't got to keep going on. You got to make sure you watching me closely because the Queen, even when I'm wrong, I'm still giving you an excellent analysis and breakdown. And for sure, with TBB fam community, I was talking to Ness, help the Queen out because I am very frugal. I don't want to, King, I mean, that 100. I'm kind of more like Ness, that 10 or 20 round because I'll be, sweating if I lose $30 or $40. That's gas money for me, okay? So, but I do want help with that. So anybody that's, really willing to help the Queen with the sports, with the betting, I'm really kind of interested in it.
They going best
do me. So give me your breakdown. What are you expecting to happen Saturday?
Call me the Doomy breakdown. Be honest with you, I got a question first for you, Ness, because I know you and I like to look at the details. Did you see Tyson Fury bulked up like you saw him last time?
Bulked up? Come on, man. Bulked up means muscles. I don't know. He don't got muscles.
Whatever. Just did you see him like that last time?
With muscles?
Okay, let me rephrase this so we don't turn this into another discussion. Did you see Tyson Fury put on the same amount of weight as he did last fight on this one?
Oh, yeah. So remember that I wasn't sure of his weight. He had the jacket on in the last fight. And this time he has a blazer jacket. Last time he had like a team jacket, like a Yankee. Remember when Hove used to wear the cap with the hat with the jacket? He had one of those on when he shoved Wilder. So we don't know his weight. We don't know. But a lot of people are saying 20 pounds. Sugar Hill said 20 pounds. Frank Warren already said 20 pounds. Somebody else said he gained 20 pounds. So that's 295.
He gained 20 pounds on top of the way he had come in last fight.
That's what they saying.
Crazy. I don't know. I didn't see him like he bulked up. I definitely could tell Deontay Wilder bulked up. And I say that also to say this, man. Maybe my eyes are failing me, but I just feel like Tyson's gonna be really boxing. I don't think he's gonna come forward like he's been saying. I think he's gonna box. He's gonna try to take this fight into the late rounds, try to test Wilder's tank. And I just hope that, and I think I know for sure because of the training I've been seeing that Wilder's gas tank is pretty good, even though he's put on a little bit of muscle. But I see this going 12 rounds. Wilder's the only one that I feel has the ability to kind of, switch the fight around in one punch. I don't think this fight is going to be like the last fight. I think, I've pictured it going that way. But I'm still rooting for Wilder. The equalizer could come at any second. So, that knockout is always there for him. Now, can he get it? I don't know. I feel like Tyson Fury is going to be moving a lot. But if he does land, he's going to be able to, create more massive power than he did last time with his physique now. So, still rooting for Wilder. I say he wins by decision.
Wilder.
Yeah.
Bro, if you really believe that, you need to bet on that, man. Wilder by decision is like plus 1,600. Yep, plus 1,600, man. $10. $10 makes you 170 on Wilder winning the decision. $10 makes you 170. If you a baller like I mean, a hundo is gonna make you fucking 1,700.
Jeez Louise. If I was a betting man.
Because Fury by decision is only plus 275, which is still money. You still make almost 3 times your amount. That means if you put 100, you get 275. That's almost $300 if you believe in Fury. So it's still a great bet either way. Whether you believe Doomy or the exact opposite of Doomy, you could make 100 turn into 300 easy. You spend 100, you bring it back 375. That's just how it is, And that's by picking Fury. But if you believe Doomy and you believe that Wilder get a few knockdowns, you believe Wilder will win this fight, then you can go ahead and bet the decision and make buku dollars. Let me go ahead and bring on one of my betting experts from Australia. I did read your article, Alex. Shout out. You should have been writing for the Boxing Voice, but I'm going to let that slide. Let's go.
No one can stop me, really.
Oh, there's a king croc right there. This croc has enough power in its jaws to whip my head right off.
Unique in the 6th round, in the 7th round.
Dibiase Productions.
You gotta be a legend to become a legend.
Honestly, I'd be so unbeatable.
You gotta be a legend to become a legend.
What's up, my friend?
Hey, everyone. Not much, man. Same old. But look, I'll just make it short and sweet for you guys. But I think the bet here is definitely Wilder to win, just head to head.
So you're saying money line? Head to head means money line?
Yeah, money line. Sorry, money line. And he was at plus 245. Now that basically implies that he's got less than a 1 in 3 chance to beat Fury. And as you probably read in my article, I watched the second fight again, slowed it down a little bit, and looked at the first knockdown, and it hit Wilder on the sort of the side and back of the head. And what that does is medically, it like you'll hear like often commentators say, throws off the equilibrium, which basically means it takes the legs from underneath you. And if you notice after that knockdown, obviously Wilder's legs were completely shot. He was wobbly all over the place, and I think that speaks more to Wilder's. We call it chin, like his chin, he's got a solid chin. Like the fact that he was even able to stand after that punch from a 270-pound man to basically, not the back of it wasn't an illegal blow because Wilder ducked into it. But the fact is he did cop it in that location, and that's why his legs were gone. So in my opinion, the fact that Wilder was still even standing means not only can he take Fury's best shot, but he can take it in a bad spot. And I just look at it like, does Wilder have a 1 in 3 chance of 1, getting hit in that same spot again, and 2, coming back and landing his eraser right hand? So I don't think he's going to get hit there again. And I also think Malik Scott's going to come in with a great game plan. The fact that I think he said everything right in the press conference. He stays up till 5 a.m. watching tape, making sure. So I'm sure he's on top of everything tactically. And I think Fury should be the favorite after how dominant he was in the second, but I don't think he should be as favored as he is. I don't think it's as clear cut as it was. And I think that it's going to be much more competitive. The rounds are going to be much, much more competitive. I do see Fury up on the cards at the start. But it will be competitive rounds. And then it's only a matter of time before Wilder lands that right hand and ends the night. And I think Wilder's the money here for sure. So that's what I think.
That's my issue with the breakdown, right? When I read it, I just feel like, one, in your article, you were making it seem like it was more about the equilibrium shot, which you kind of insinuated could have been a dirty shot, a behind-the-head shot. So it feels like you're basing a lot of your bet on the what if it was an equilibrium shot, which means if he doesn't get hit with another equilibrium shot, he will be able to do better. But, reading your article made me go back and watch the fight. I've been telling people I was watching that shit that same day you sent me the article, 8 a.m, and it's like, I don't know why you don't see it, but Fury was still bullying him. Before that punch came, he landed plenty of right hands and really authoritative jabs, like the type of jabs you want to fucking put on TV and show your boxer, like, this is how I want you to back someone up with the jab. Like, Wilder was really feeling those jabs on his face, like.
But was he buckled? He
was backing up.
Before.
He was backing up.
He was definitely backing up, but he wasn't buckled, and that's the thing. When your legs buckle, you can't put the same steam in your punches. And my thing is with Wilder, and this is why I'm saying it, is because it's like with Luis Ortiz, number 2. He can be outboxed and he can be backing up or whatever you want. Like, if you remember even the Luis Ortiz 2 fight, when Ortiz was landing solid shots, Wilder started slamming his chest because he's got although it affects him and they hurt him and might back him up a little bit, he's still got that equalizer. Whereas that in that third round in the second fight with Fury, after that third round, his legs were buckled. He wasn't the same. He didn't really have that equalizer anymore. His legs were too shot. He was too, not only were his legs shot, but his brain was shot because he couldn't control his body, which would have sent him a lot of adrenaline into his body, making him panic a lot. So what I'm saying is,
but truth be told, you're basing your pick off his power. But what about the second fight? What about the first and the second fight? I'm talking about the first fight that shows he is not like any other Wilder opponent. You get hit by Wilder, you show visible signs of the effect of that punch. He got hit in the 9th, got right back up. Got hit in the 12th, and forget the whole Undertaker shit. He got back up and damn near evened up the round. Like, now you fast forward to the second fight, he rolling the fucking right hands. Now he not even going down no more. So I just don't see how you think now the third fight is going to come and all of a sudden he's going to be hurt again when he's learned to jump out of the distance, straight back too, because he's so tall. Just jump straight back. Wilder's right hands fell short. Or he just fucking rolls it and they don't hurt him.
It's not a matter of, is he going to, my argument isn't that he's for sure going to win the fight. My argument is that there is a better than 1 in 3 chance that he's going to land that right hand and end the night. He got up, I think in the 12th round of the first fight, when if you look, he landed the right hand. That's what knocked Fury out. And then he landed a left hook. In my view, that left hook almost jolted Fury's body back to life, like woke him back up almost. Like if I knocked you out or knocked someone out and then I slapped them while they're on the floor, like to wake up, you know, more than likely, or splash water in their face or use smelling salt, something like that, it's going to wake someone back up. I just believe that Wilder, with Malik Scott in his corner now, has the right game plan to keep things tight enough. Not saying he's going to be winning the rounds. I do believe Fury's going to be winning the rounds and backing Wilder up in spots. I'm certain of that, almost certain of that. But I believe the rounds are going to be more competitive. And when rounds are more competitive, it's like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the face. So Fury's used to, in the first fight, he completely outboxed Wilder. In the second fight, he dominated Wilder. Now, what's going to happen if Wilder brings a new game plan and starts landing those right hands?
Help me understand what could possibly be the new game plan. You go back to that first fight, which people made me watch as early as yesterday, bro. And that's when Wilder had the most confidence and Fury had lack of confidence. That's why Fury, from the opening bell, was on the back foot. But even on the back foot, he was still doing his thing.
Okay, but the last thing in my article, what I wrote, was about overconfidence. So Wilder came into that first fight overconfident, and I'm sure in that first fight, Fury was probably confident in his own ability. So Wilder probably underestimated Fury in that first fight. In the second fight, probably came in overconfident, thinking, I knocked him down and almost out in the 12th. I can easily do it in the second fight. It just takes me 1 second to knock him out. But now I believe in the third fight, the roles are reversed. I think Fury's going to come in thinking, well, I've beat the shit out of him for 12 rounds in the first, pummeled him in the second fight, and now it's just going to be rinse and repeat in this third fight. Whereas Wilder's coming in now with knowledge that, okay, this guy's a serious threat. It's going to be a tough fight, but I need to be smarter now. And not only smarter, I think Malik Scott is going to he's trimming Wilder up to be, 1, a better boxer, and 2, come in with a much, much better game plan. And I think although Fury's going to win some rounds and win most of the rounds probably, I just think literally it's a matter of time. It's not an easy fight for Wilder to win. It really isn't. But I just think that Wilder is the better athlete, not the better boxer. Definitely Fury's the better boxer. But I think Wilder's the better athlete and he's got more power. And I just see more than 1 in 3 times he wins that fight. So I think it's about time he gets his get back.
So you're betting money line Wilder, right?
Yep. Not as big as I bet Usyk. Definitely not as big. I was way more confident in Usyk to beat Joshua than I am with Wilder to beat Fury, because I felt like Usyk was the clear favorite in the AJ Usyk fight. And I actually got shit on Twitter about it, but you know how that ended. So it's definitely a bit different, because I had Usyk as a clear favorite. Like because I project my own lines, and I had Usyk paying, like he would have been a minus 160. I wrote another article on it, minus 160, minus 180, and I have Wilder sitting around the plus 130 line. Like that's where I see the odds. I think Fury should be the favorite, and I think it's more than probable that Fury does win, but I just believe that the bookies have it wrong. I think it's much closer than the bookies have it.
Let me ask
that's
you.
why my money's on.
Times. He's a big old dosser.
I got a bet here from one of our community members. They want to do Plant wins by decision or technical decision. So my question first is, does that eliminate other decisions like split, unanimous, majority, and you're only betting on decision or technical decision, or does that include all of them?
No, that should include all of them.
Okay. So that you would recommend that bet, right? Like Plant by decision at a plus 3,300.
I mean, I guess the odds are kind of good, but I still wouldn't. I think Canelo's going to take that. I mean, the
dude, you literally put 100 on that and make 3,400.
Yeah, but I think Canelo's going to wipe him.
I mean, again, if you're a Plant fan, you know he ain't knocking him out. His only chance at winning is decision. I mean, you know, I didn't think you look. I thought AJ was going to wipe Usyk. I know we're on different sides of the track on that, but I mean, I was going with the almost 6'9" fucking heavyweight A side and still lost. So I'm just saying, somebody could be going with the pound for pound A side and still lose.
Oh. Yeah, but it's different. You got to look at skill levels, ceilings, and if you, I still haven't watched a lot of tape on Plant. So before that fight, I'm definitely going to watch tape on it, and I'll come up with a final prediction for that one. But from what I have seen is Plant gets hit a lot of the time with the overhand right. So and that's one of Canelo's bread and butter moves. And like I said, let's see what game plan he has when he gets hit with one of those big overhand rights. So I'm not too sure about that one, but I'll definitely get back to you on that one. I just think Wilder's got this
last one. Yep. You're already picking Wilder and recommending Wilder. Parlaying Ajagba and Kavnaki.
I just started watching tape on the Ajagba because I want to cap that one too, Ajagba and Sanchez. But from what I've seen, I think Sanchez takes that. So, but I want to watch a little bit more tape before I give my final say on that one. But I think Sanchez takes on.
I was picking Sanchez. So my parlay, right, which I think is a very good parlay. It brings you almost to like a 343 plus 343. So I'm talking about doing, if you're a Wilder fan, you could do Wilder money line, and then you do Liam Smith money line. What do you think about Liam Smith versus the bigger Anthony Fowler?
I haven't watched enough. I don't like to give predictions on ones that I haven't watched enough, but I will say if you do, so if you would just want to like a plus 450, I think, hold on, I'm checking it out now. Okay, well look, yeah, so you can get a plus 420 on Sanchez and Wilder money lines, and that's probably the bet if you want a plus 420. But I'm gonna watch a little bit more on Sanchez. And who's your pick then, Ness? If you're not, you sound like you're talking yourself into betting Fury.
I'm betting both, bro. I'm betting both. I'm gonna do Wilder, Sanchez. Where is Liam at? Liam. It's a 14 parlay. Who was my other one? Wilder, Liam, Sanchez. I'm missing one. Oh, the Adam fucking fight. That's the one. You see, statistically, they say that the A side who lost is supposed to win in the rematch, kind of like AJ beat Ruiz in the second fight, but obviously Wilder didn't do that. But the first one was a draw, so maybe the statistics didn't work there. So this is the one that has me iffy. Like, do I go with my favorite who's allegedly statistically supposed to win, or do I go with the dude that knocked out fucking Adam? But either way you think about it, like, that's your own decision to make. I'm just giving you the parlay. Not you, but I mean in general. So if you did believe that Adam was going to do it again and you just add him, your parlay now is 961 with Wilder in it. Now, you're not a Wilder fan. You take out Wilder, you add Fury, now you're at a 379. That's almost 400. And these guys are all favorites. Again, Adam is supposed to win. Even the bookies believe that, but you know how it is. He could get knocked out again. But what do you think about my 14 parlay before you go?
Your 14 parlay, which one was that? Sorry, say the legs again.
Sanchez,
Kavnaki.
Yeah. Again, depending who you bet with, Fury or Wilder, and then Liam Smith.
Yeah, I'd go with Wilder in that one, but it doesn't seem too bad. I mean, if you're putting a tiny,
I'm not betting a lot. I mean, $10 gets you a decent amount, especially if you're picking Wilder. If you're putting Wilder in that parlay, $10 turns that into a lot, right? Like,
I don't mind that at all. I like if I was gonna do a little parlay, like if I was gonna whack a little like $100 or something, I'd probably do like Wilder, Kownacki, and Sanchez, and that comes to plus 629. So you win 700. You win 629 on top of your 100. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight, and I think either way, it's going to be a much more competitive fight, and I think people are going to be surprised, like they were with Usyk and Joshua. I think it's going to be way more competitive than people understand. They think it's just going to be Fury walking him down.
I think it's going to be a boxing match, man. Based off that first fight, that was the Wilder that didn't think Fury could beat him. So I think we're going right back to that first fight, bro. It's going to be a boxing match, and that's what I'm worried about. Watching the first fight, Tyson Fury has more tools. He's using foot stomps. He's using feints. He's jittery with the hands. He's doing so much to keep Wilder busy.
That's to say that Wilder's not good. That's what I even wrote in the article, is that I don't think, and that's why I like Malik Scott, I think that Wilder knows now that a lot of Fury's punches are set up with feints, and I'm sure that he's done his homework. So I think he's going to be biting on less of those feints. He's going to be able to connect more. I don't think Wilder's connected a whole bunch in the first two fights, and that's been part of the problem. When you've got a guy, it's like Wilder's been a walking heavy bag for Fury, and I just don't think that's going to happen this fight. I think he's going to bite on less feints, land more punches, and it's going to send Fury. I saw an interview where Fury said something like Wilder landed a left hook or a jab on his glove, and it felt like it almost broke his hand, because that's how strong it was. Like, what happens when a few of those actually start landing more cleanly and more constantly? I think Fury's game plan's going to go a little bit out the window, not completely out the window, because he's a champion and he's very good at what he does, but it's going to happen enough where Fury's going to be off his game, to say the least, and then it's only a matter of time before Wilder gets that knockout punch. But anyway, that's my call. I hope best of luck in all your bets, and I'll speak to you soon.
All right. Listen, ladies and gents, I'm going to keep these phone lines open. I want to get your prediction on the Wilder Fury rather than have us talking until 10 o'clock at night and then doubling back. Let's get your predictions on this fight.
Predictions, bro. I'm interested. This final frontier, so to speak, bro.
Let me open it up and go really quick to our sponsors helping us keep the lights on. Shout out to Big Rig Trucking Agency. Not only do they sponsor the podcast, but they are sponsoring TBV's Border Wars, and we'll be giving out 50 TBV Border Wars shirts and BRT shirts.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
So right now, we just want your prediction on Wilder Fury right now. We want to keep it topical. We'll come back to you on Tank, Tiafimo, and Archer Better Beaver, any other news. Obviously, the Liam Smith DAZN card, things like that. I mean, it is a big fight weekend. Everybody is, all eyes are on Wilder Fury. October 9th, all questions will be answered, as LV Slugger says. Rhode Island. Wallace, what up?
Hey, what's up, man?
Quick one. Everybody forget that Malik Scott fought Deontay Wilder, and he took a dive, even though people don't want to believe it. But if you watch that fight, he's a big ass licker for Wilder. So everything Wilder says, he's like a yes man. So I don't believe Wilder's gonna come in with anything new, because you need somebody to be honest with you. And this guy's just, he's on Malik 20. He's on Wilder ass all the way. He don't do. I don't think he's gonna teach anything to Wilder, because he wasn't even a good boxer himself, and he don't have no heart. And my other thing is this: people are gonna hate me for this, but it's the truth. We Dominican, we Spanish, right? You imagine and Canelo make all the excuses that Wilder make, he would have gotten bashed all day. When he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he would make all the excuses that Wilder made, he would have got bashed. But
well,
because
Wilder's
Wilder is black,
too.
But listen, I want to say this last thing, because he's black. The black community support him, even though they know he's wrong. He's going crazy. He's coming up with delusional, crazy things. Only one excuse good, but 50 excuses. This guy's crazy. And for that, I put money on it. This guy is not even gonna drop Fury. He's gonna lose. If he try to box, even worse. That's my call.
All right. So I want to say that I think that he's receiving both. He obviously has support, but I think that he is being laughed at in many circles about these excuses. To say that he's being supported about the excuses is, I think that's not entirely true. I think there are a lot of people that take shots at the excuses.
And look, taking the race thing out of it. There's not only the black people, Spanish people, the white people, the Scandinavian people. Wilder has fans all over the place, so it's fans all over the place that are still, supporting, and there's people all over the place. When I mean all over the place, I mean all over the world, that are also, getting at him. So he has a support, and he has those that make it out to be that he's a lunatic. So. It's both. And Malik Scott, come on now. For you to say he hasn't taught him nothing, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen the videos and you haven't seen him moving. I've never seen him moving around like that. And I think there is a difference coming into this fight.
I mean, are people within their right to believe that he hasn't been taught anything because they haven't seen the fight yet? Are training videos enough?
They're not enough. Sparring is always telling of what can happen inside the ring, but even that is not telling to what happens into the fight. Because when you're in the fight, you're full on you're trying to kill the other guy. It's a different intent than when you're having your sparring partner. So I don't know what they picked up from the sparring that they got to see glimpses of, but I see a developed boxer. I see a boxer that went back and actually made the adjustments. We will never know until he's in the ring in there with the guy again if those adjustments were the right ones, and that's what we're going to find out this weekend.
And let me just say one thing. The caller, come on, listen. He definitely sometimes the reason why I'm quiet, because sometimes I'm not even going to speak on things where I feel like it's not even, the understanding is completely off. Like for certain things, that's just my opinion. I know this is a show, but sometimes it's just better to be quiet. But come on, he's getting ridiculed. Some people, everybody had some people, of course, he got his supporters and he got his doubters and his naysayers, and saying it, saying that he's not, and saying the black people, no, but I'm not gonna go there today. But like I said, and I agree with what Ness said. I'm going to leave it at that.
Jeez.
All right. Up next, Buffalo Falls, Davidian. Prediction, Wilder Fury, last fight. Repeat, revenge. Going once.
Yo.
Yo.
Can y'all hear me?
We do.
Yo, what's going on? What's good, Ness?
Chilling.
Good, Yumi.
It's time.
Good, Nika. Or Micah. Sorry.
What up, though?
What's up? It's I'm excited. I'm never gonna switch up on my guy, Wilder. So, put me down for him. That's actually a really good like undercard. So, you know, I got who do I have?
Whoa.
He dropped
Shout
off.
out.
Let me get to some of these super chats. We looks like wait. Oh, that's what's happening.
Hold on. So who was that? Mr. PBC who just did that pick?
That was
Davidian.
Davidian.
Oh no, that was Davidian. I'm sorry, Davidian.
All right, I'm back. I got removed for a minute, but
He's
who else I
back.
got? I got Adam. That's a tricky one though because I was watching that fight yesterday. I mean, Adam was kind of winning the rounds, but then he messed up. I mean, you know, it could go either way. A lot of these fights are till they get in the ring, it's like 50-50. So, but I got Adam. I got FA over Sanchez, and that's another one that's gonna be close. But I think FA gonna do it. But who else? I got my Berlanga. That's my dude. So Big Baby. Yeah, I can't wait. You know, I'm really rooting for Wilder though, so that's my guy. So great show, and you know, Bob Arum kind of messed up for the stuff he been saying though, but I just don't give a damn. Yeah, he's wild, but yeah, that's my call. God bless y'all.
Chill. God bless you too, Davidian.
Let me
God
go.
bless you.
Man, I was trying to do his parlay. Fucking dog interrupted.
Yeah, I got mine right next to me.
Yeah, at least yours ain't crying to be petted night 24/7 and shit. King, Essex. Let me go to you on your prediction before I keep going to the rest of the people, or do you need some time?
No. You already know where I'm at with it. Wilder to the stoppage.
Any specific round? Any way? You want to give us some detail?
Hold on, I'm trying to make sure that the sound quality is crisp. I'm working on some things.
The ambulance be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready.
All right, well, let me take a caller. In the meantime, I'm going to go to Seattle, Washington. We're looking for your prediction onto the Saturday night's big fight. We're going to double back on any other stuff.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great. Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good?
What up?
I'm choosing Deontay Wilder because he's black. And I'm also choosing Frank Sanchez. I like him because he's a boxer. Caleb Plant because he's white. And
look this guy.
But yeah, that's my call, man. Shout out to Reverse Racism. Keep on going.
All right.
Shout out to Dom in Seattle, Mr. PBC. But
I'm sorry. The boxing voice is so wild. Oh my God. It's just so funny to me. Anyway, let me say one thing real quick, kid. I'm writing names down on this one. I'm just letting y'all know because I might come back on the flagship for Sunday if I feel okay. I might come back. I'm just taking names down.
well, listen, make sure you got your quill ready for this one, my friend. Wilder by stoppage between the 7th and 9th round.
Oh wow, you sound like Micah.
Nah, definitely. And as far as like anything, we talked about what could happen. We talked about what kind of strength training Wilder has been doing to prepare for him for this fight. We talked about, is Fury taking this thing serious enough? Has he been gallivanting around? Is he distracted by the issues with his family? Is it, he's looking past this fight? It's so many questions, but Wilder will be in the spot. I think what he, just him speaking, literally, just him speaking shows his comfort. And that comfort allows me to believe that he can implement some of the technique. Will it look pretty? They both will spend a significant time trying to feel each other out. And in that feel out, Wilder's got to make sure that he maintains his composure. We want to listen very carefully in between rounds, both to what Malik Scott says and to how Wilder's responding to it. He's going to turn it up, 5th, 6th round. Shit's going to look dangerous. Could be the 7th where Fury gets hurt. Could be the 8th where he gets hurt. But between 7th, 8th, 9th round, Fury will be stopped. He's going to be on that canvas. That's what's going to happen. They're going to look at him. He's going to get up. He's not going to be all the way there. And everybody's going to look around like, nah, they should have let it go. Everybody's going to be going excited, crazy. Oh, this isn't a fair start. And that's what we're going to be talking about. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're all fucking welcome.
And let me just say one last thing, because I want to, because Sugar Hill is an excellent boxer. Excellent trainer coming from Cronk, Detroit. So I have to, acknowledge that as well. And one thing that I will say about Wilder, he has to make sure that he is relentless, calculated pressure throughout this whole fight. He cannot, it's certain things, that we saw from the first to the second. For me, in my opinion, it cannot go to a decision. For Wilder to win this fight, in my opinion, because we know the pure boxing skill set of Tyson Fury, Wilder must, I feel like he gotta take him out of there. But that doesn't mean that it won't go to the decision and Wilder could still win, because the game plan, because could be that good this time around.
All right, these phone lines are really lighting up, so we're going to go down the phone lines and continue to take predictions. We're going to Chicago. Let me double check, make sure I ain't got no boomerangs, ringers, and things of that fashion that I am leaving behind. It does look like I got pound for pound, stainless in the building, cutting the line.
I said that, where the ace at? Where the ace at?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good? You can hear me?
Perfect.
Perfect.
What up, Ness? Domi? Mike, I don't ever get to talk to you. What up, though?
What up, though?
Y'all both from
Detroit.
Detroit.
What's good? Yeah.
Okay, I gotta remember that stainless. Oh yeah, so when I say what up, though, you know what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't up there no more. You know what I'm saying? My family's still up there. You know what I'm saying? My mom's, my little brother, everybody. I moved to Nashville like probably 15, 20 years ago. So I can't claim Detroit like it's home. But when you from Detroit, you never leave that behind. And I go home all the time. So that's probably why I never really lost my accent like everybody else. But it's good to see Detroit state of mind on here. So, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to TBV. I know you've been on here plenty of times. I done seen you, but I never actually get to talk to you. So welcome to TBV.
Thank you.
Man, on to these predictions, though. Man, with the Ajagba thing, man, I'm gonna pick Ajagba. I'm a little leery because I know that he can be a little slow. But I think he's durable. He got knocked down once, he got right back up and kept knocking the guy down as he was already doing. And I think he's just a little bit more tested than Frank Sanchez is. Plus, with that Cuban background, sometimes, we don't always see them perform as well after that first 5 or 6 rounds. So we still have to wait to see, Berlanga. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Berlanga. Sanchez really pushed like that. The Kanaki, sorry, I'm on my blunt right now. Helenius fight, I'm going to go with Helenius. You know what I'm saying? Kanaki, he throw a lot of punches, but it don't really seem like he really knocking people out with, like he got a lot of, pop on him. He definitely touching you. You feel him. It's enough to, keep you thinking and to keep you honest, but it ain't enough to keep a puncher from hitting you hard. On to the big fight, Wilder Fury. You know me, man. USA all day. You know You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to come down to decision. I do think it's going to be a knockout. I don't know when, but I definitely think it's going to be a knockout, and I think it's going to be a serious knockout. I'll leave it at that. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to BRT. Peace.
I just want to remind everybody, we're looking for your Wilder Fury predictions. Try to give those as quickly as possible. We have an abundance of calls. Obviously, there's more callers than usual with this big fight. We do want to get everyone's prediction down. Doomy, if you can be so kind as to write them, since you're available, if you can. I know Micah. I know
already on my phone.
I have been writing them, so do me if you want to.
So y'all can just share that information at the end of the show, because that's why I want to go to all the callers to get those, because those are the big picks. We'll double back on Gervonta Davis versus Rolly. Teofimo and Kambosos going to Dazn, and Marcus Brown headed to Quebec to fight Artur Beterbiev after the purse bid, and give you regular calls. Right now, just try and take 1 minute, literally 60 seconds, to talk about Wilder Fury, so we can get to all your other callers, and you can hear their predictions as well. Like, I want to make money. I want everybody to use mybookie.ag. I want you to use my code BETTBV. And I'm trying to get everyone's prediction so that I know what I'm going to do, because I trust y'all. So please make your prediction. Let the next man go so that he can make his. Let me get to these super chats. We have a shitload, and obviously we appreciate it, but I know that you appreciate having your opinion voiced, which we're going to do so. Excuse me?
Was it Donald where we start? Or
no, we stopped at Andre Dakota. Next one up is a fat $9.99 super chat from RNS1. Ness, you listen to rap. Where's your outrage for the constant disrespect for women? Shout out to Malik Scott, porno actor, boxing trainer. Don't forget to support his OnlyFans, smashing big girls. Y'all terrible. We got King James Adams. Is that Show Kid? That's not Show Kid. Who's King James? He says, Bob is disrespectful because we keep giving him a pass. Right now is the time to handle disrespect. F him being a boss. Bob a sucker, period. Obviously, he's talking about the Abdo situation. If you guys want to chime in, you guys being the panel want to chime in on any of these super chats after I read them, please feel free. Justin says, F.A. Ajagba. No, he says Robert Hellenius, F.A. Ajagba, Wilder, all money line, $50 gets you plus 580, payout 1,162. I got to see that for myself and show that, because if that's true, someone needs to go to mybookie.ag and makes that bet. He said F.A. Ajagba.
Wilder.
And who else?
Robert Hellenius.
He said Hellenius. Okay.
Who's ML?
Money line.
Okay, money line.
So no Liam Smith? No Liam Smith. So he got Wilder, F.A. Let me double check that super chat. Wilder, F.A.
Hellenius. That's it.
Robert Hellenius, F.A. Wilder. Okay, so damn, I actually get a better line than him. It says I'm getting 2,282 for Deontay Wilder, money line. F.A. money line. Robert Hellenius, money line. 100 makes me $2,385 with 10 cents. Damn. I said, damn. And look, if I put Liam in there, I know I got to stop fucking with Liam, because, you know, the UK dudes be ruining my parlays. But if you throw Liam in there, that should go to 37.30, which means 100 makes you
a lot.
Is this the same Liam that fought life and death with Andrade?
Mm-hmm.
Andrade. Yeah. Nah, it ain't Andrade.
Remember him and Boo Boo? Or was that Liam, another Liam?
Liam Smith ain't fight Boo Boo?
It was the other guy.
You talking about Williams. This Liam Smith.
Williams. Okay.
This Liam Smith is the one that got knocked out to the body by Canelo in front of 50,000. Okay. So that's a good parlay. I just don't know, but I like that. He said 50 makes you. What he said 50 make him? Because 100, man.
He makes him a $1,162.
If you add Liam, but I don't recommend adding Liam, man. You know, he just lost to Karabanov. He's a smaller dude. That might be risking the bet, even though look at how much if you add Liam, you get 100 makes you $3,800 and $30 with 62 cents. That's too much money. That's amazing. Just saying, going back to the Super Chats, Doe. Who's up?
Super Chats. Next
Charles
up.
Stevens says, Mike was in Bob's business. He was out of place. Bullshit.
Mike was in Bob's
Bob
business.
Arum was literally telling other media that T.O. is delusional. It's a shame he's been out of the ring for a year. And Mike is telling, well, none of this would have happened if you'd have just paid him what he asked for.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
And there you go. That's what he got for telling the truth.
I don't get it.
Let me tell you something. Bob Arum, and I wanted to chime in on that this morning, man. And who said it? Somebody said it in the super chat. You gotta stop letting this guy get away with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So, boom. He's disrespectful. I'm disrespectful. He's old. He ain't a cool geezer like me. You know what I'm saying? This guy is senile. Like, he's a senile bigot, and he probably still sit around and say the word colored, because if you're going to call a woman a broad, like you're fucking Al Capone having a prohibition drink in the fucking 30s, like, where's your head at? It's broad, eh? This broad. Now, mind you, I did think that she was being edgy, is what I will say. She was being a bit edgy, and I don't think that was necessarily her doing, but which is the reason why it could not have been what Bob said. When she asked Deontay Wilder, is there any way, like, you could not make excuses this time? Like, that's not in his favor. She basically told him he made excuses. So how the fuck are you thinking that that's supposed to be pro Wilder? So this old senile guy, nobody shouldn't, put hands on him or nothing like that. But if he come out his mouth crazy, just wrinkle up his lapel and maybe snatch his handkerchief and throw that shit on the ground. He got to be checked somehow.
Right, King. And that's what I was saying. If anything, to me, it looked like some people would have said, oh, she's kind of, like you said, a little edgy with Wilder. Somebody could have, people could have thought that way as well. I thought it was well balanced once again. But I like the point that you made, King. I mean.
We're going out to Big Matthew. I ain't interested in PC Disney nonsense. Chill out. I really don't know what's that pertaining to.
What's he talking about? PC Disney nonsense. I guess the
I don't know.
No, yeah.
I guess he means boxing toning it down and maybe Bob not being the way that he is. Maybe he's saying I'm not interested in a nice world if it's box. I don't know. Where's that?
Is he referring to Bob? Was referring to the fight?
I'm assuming. Next up is.
There's a difference between being PC and just being, a dignified adult human being. You know what I'm saying? Bob gets carried away, and we give him the pass for being, old. But we got to check him. Like I say, snatch that lapel up, throw his handkerchief on the ground, man.
I got Will.
Lynch says, if F's were a currency, Bob Arum would be the negative because that's all he has to give after living through the Don King era. 0.
And we got another one just showing love from J. Son F. You see how he spelled that?
We hate him out here.
Another one from Justin 2 times. He says, gonna place a bet tomorrow to make money regardless. Make sure you use that code BETTBV on mybookie.ag. Let's get this money together. Justin Gonzalez back with another one. Says, justice for Cambosos. Tank sleep, fake a Rolex. Okay, so I guess he meant Tank sleeps fake Rolex, which is Rolly, and he got a death emoji, clock ticking emoji. Facts 100 says, shout out to my boy Ness, always working, flexing emoji. Good to see the queen back. We missed you. Prayers emoji. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I don't know, hands up in the air emoji. Fury, gang, devil face emoji, fire emoji, box emoji. Y'all terrible.
Now listen, how many times y'all heard me say that? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man. Trust me, it'll get a lot of people through college. It'll get you through certain situations. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Because what it does is it shows how ingenious and resourceful you can be. So yeah, but I'm not condoning any fuckery, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying in certain instances.
Ness, who was that super chat again? I gotta make sure I'm listening when you say the super chat name.
Facts 100.
Facts 100. What up, though? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Noah GX. No disrespect, but I believe Wilder. Okay. I had to read that to myself real quick because he said, no disrespect, but I believe Wilder smashed his wife just before the last fight. It made him weak. He admitted he does sometimes. He did do an interview with me where he told me that, hours before a fight, he's had sex, and he doesn't believe having sex before a fight is bad. He actually feels that it loosens you up, if anything, instead of having you tense. So Noah is assuming and suggesting that maybe Wilder got a quickie in before the Fury fight, which is just another excuse for you to believe that he can get it done, and another excuse for Wilder to use. Look, Saturday, all questions will be answered. But anybody want to? No? Okay. Gatho, R. Jonesy says, can't call in, but put Gatho down for Wilder. So R. Jonesy, a.k.a. Gatho. Okay. He going for Wilder. And Texas Bulldog Boxing says, Wilder, Figueroa, Plant Usyk equals $700. Let's go check it out. So he said Wilder, money line. Did he say Usyk? Come on, that was old. That means you did this already. Yeah, we can't do that, bro. You did it already. You did this parlay, because that's what you can do in betting. You don't have to bet on a fight that's happening. Like, we can put Plant in a parlay with Wilder Fury right now. So if you picked Fury or Wilder and they won Saturday, then you just got to sit on that bet till Plant Canelo fight. But then when they win, you cash in on that bet. So he obviously did a bet with Wilder, Figueroa, Plant, Usyk, and he's waiting because Plant hasn't fought. Wilder's about to fight. Figueroa hasn't fought. Usyk is the only one that fought. So he's got 1 out of 1 out of 4. So you on your way, Texas Bulldog. I wish you luck. Saturday, if Wilder wins, you're two down, 2 to go. Big Matthews back with another one, second one of the day, or rather of the show. Fury by WWE chair from under the ring. #Manchester.
I remember that shit.
Yo, imagine he pulls out a chair from under the ring, really hits Wilder in the back and shit like the WWF. We got
Segundino Martinez Pulido.
Wow.
It's just a big shout out. Shout out to you, champion.
Shout out for the love. He wanted that name read Segundino.
Segundino Martinez Pulido. Pulido means well polished and shit.
Yo, truth in his word. Shout out to you. Amen. I picked Wilder the first fight. Pick Fury the second fight. I'm picking Wilder for the third fight.
Like I've described him many times, he's a big old dosser.
Make sure you use mybookie.ag to make that bet. #BetTBV. Shout out to the best dad ever for being the best dad ever and for being one of the best listeners ever with the super chat that says, just made 3 bets on mybookie.ag. I used the code BetTBV. Did you see the video of Tio saying he's betting 100,000 on Rolly? Tio better stop that friendship shit. Hey! Yo,
yeah,
Rolly
he bet 100,000 on Rolly, and then he bet $500,000 on Tank.
Hedges bet.
There you go.
Yo, not only that, he gonna bet 100,000 pennies. We got RS1 who says Malik famous for quitting against Ortiz and taking a dive against Wilder and his OnlyFans. He a more successful porno actor than a boxer. #big girls need love too.
Let me tell you something, man. First of all, we talked about this. I'm not sure it was another show, but, I don't know about Wilder's claims about, pro-fight coitus. But what I can tell you is that, whether you can dance, actually or in the sack, it does help with your footwork and your hips. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, doing the African swan buck is going to elevate your game, but certainly maybe his hips were loosened, or maybe, you know what I mean? Because Tio's a good dancer. Usyk's a hell of a dancer. You see Bud Crawford could shake a leg a little bit. You know, guys that can dance can actually move. You know what I mean? So, you know, Bud got 5 kids, 6 kids, or some shit, man.
Wilder got a little baseball team too, so you know.
You get what I'm saying? Holyfield had like 8.
I got Big Matthews back with another one. Time to ring the alarm. That's his third super chat. Shout out to Big Matthews. I wanna let everybody know he is from the UK. We barely get that many UK guys kind of staying there, you know, regardless win or lose. But he says Fury by Demolition Job. Hashtag the list. Ragaroo Mass. Y'all be crying. Bomb emoji. And Izzy in Oklahoma says Izzy on FA. Bringing in Doomy for this one. What in the fuck? Yeah. That's for you, Dooms. You there? Did he?
Yeah, I'm here. Is my mic now?
What in the what? Known. Oh wait, maybe he tried it because of the characters. Maybe it's known as.
Each X is a space, so it's known. Okay. Known as Chessie and Fury.
There's way more letters than Chessie. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Nonax Cheskisesi.
Oh, wait. Izzy on FA. Kowanaki.
Oh.
Kowanaki.
Yesy.
I have no fucking clue, bro. Text me, man.
Efi Guanaki. Who's the other guy?
And Fury. And he said, and Fury. So it's definitely, he's got money on FA, Kowanaki, but I don't know what that shit looked like. He just scribbled right there. I have no clue what that could be after Kowanaki.
Any fighter.
Hey, Micah, make sure you write down Hesse. Make sure you write down his pick for Hesse.
I have no clue who's that. All right, back to the phone calls. That's all the super chats. We got Majimbe Boomerang cutting the we went to stainless. Majimbe Boomerang cutting the line. Talk to me.
All right. First of all, I want to excuse my cousin, well, not biological cousin, for making that dumb comment about dumb and racist comment. Let's just get it out there on the table. Not all Dominicans think that way. But anyway, to my picks, I got Fury, Sanchez, because he looks like Mumbles from the Dick Tracy comic books. Adam Kowanaki, Berlanga, and one of my favorite fighters, the Real Big Baby. That's my call, and that's hit me back with the boomerang later on.
You said Frank Sanchez?
Yeah, because he looks like Mumble.
And you said Adam and then Berlanga.
And the Real Big Baby.
Yo, my bookie don't let you do a 5-team parlay? That's crazy. Wait, let me take Liam out. You said Liam, no Liam, so you said Berlanga. Oh, it's Berlanga they don't let you use as a parlay. Wow.
Because he's for sure going to win.
Yeah, he's too much of a favorite, I guess. That's some trash. Yo, he's a minus 3,500. They just put him on his card. Yo, Top Rank just giving him a check. This is a 2-fight deal, too. So imagine me paying for a 2-fight deal and I'm giving you this fucking, like, what is this? Who's Marco Esteban Correres? Or Coteres? Coteres? I don't know. Do me. Coteres? I don't know. All right, we got...
You got mail.
So that means we're going to go to Twin in Orlando. Twin, what up?
What up? Yeah, I wasn't too hyped for this shit at first when it was announced. Because it's been so long, but I'm hyped for it now, man, with the pressure. Like, it's the suspense, man. Like, I'm really hyped for it, man. Shit. And, Fury, he makes his shit, he's like the Joker, bro. It's just like Dark Knight, Batman versus Joker. There's a lot of questions, though, man. Like, how Fury gonna fight? Is he gonna fight him like he did in the first fight or the second fight? And I doubt he does that. He's gonna come in like he did the second fight. But even Wilder, like, is he gonna come in like with like Malik said, like, with the new tool or the tools that he already had in his toolbox, or is he gonna stick to what he knows, the measuring tape and the hammer? But Fury, yeah, man, he got nervous energy, man. And I've seen a few interviews where some in his eye, man, like it just seems like he got some guilt or something, man. Like he almost knows his fate is coming. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's in his head, bro. I think he's in his head and he's fighting, But with that being said, I'm going Wilder by KO 7 through 9, Bomb Squad.
All right. Oh, so Izzy was saying he was just messing around because no one says Kovnaki's name right. So he spelled it with like 50 million letters on purpose. So he's going Kovnaki and
in the undercard for that last name.
Yeah, Hellenius, man. Hellenius is, most people feel like he's on that resurgence after that big, the win over Kawanaki. Then didn't he beat Gerald Washington too, right?
No, Washington beat him, but that's the thing. Let me double check that. But that's the thing though. He's been over there sparring with Wilder, so is that good or bad? Like, is it good to be getting Wilder's revenge punches for 8 weeks?
I mean, I can't imagine it's good, but iron sharp as iron, and so it really depends on where Kawanaki is at.
Yeah, he lost by stoppage to the football player Gerald Washington.
Gerald.
Yeah, and it's funny because we was expecting Washington and Coffee to meet up. So but people are giving Hellenius the edge because he's I guess the vet. I'm going with him too. I'm going with the Nordic Nightmare. Kawanaki, I don't think that he has big enough punches to make the difference when you talk about Hellenius.
His stuff is activity. You're right. It's not punching power. It's outworking you.
And a guy coming in from a camp with Wilder, he's going to be ready. I
don't know. Kovnaki and Wilder, two different styles. Wilder is more paced. You look how much time he took. His very patient with Ortiz both fights, which means he's not pushing the pace, which means you don't have to be exerted, which means Hellenius probably doesn't have the same stamina because he didn't go hire someone to emulate Kovnaki. Instead, he's doubling down like, oh, you paying me to be your sparring partner? Oh, shit, I could use this to help myself for my fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Hellenius, if I was in his team or whatever, I definitely wouldn't want to be in there. Going punch for punch. We all know what we get with Ganaki, true. So, the game plan, I think, for a guy like Robert Hellenius is to do what any tall range you guys going to do. Keep him at the end of the jab. Even a power jab at this weight can really do some damage. You've seen guys in lower weight classes, go down for a jab. So, at that weight. But I just see Ganaki in such good shape. It looks like he made some adjustments as well. So, it's going to be like Gwanaki times 2, I think.
Shout out to Adam, man. He still answered. I hit him up. Like I told you, I hit him up the other day. Let him know I'm rocking out with him. Know what I'm saying? And best of luck. People go dark when they lose and shit.
Nah, I'm going with Gwanaki on this one. I think that...
Why are you pronouncing his name like it's with a G and shit? My man said Gwanaki. I'm going with Gwanaki. Who's Gwanaki?
What is it? How do you say Awanaki?
No, I thought it was like almost like because he's from Poland, so it's like either Kowanaki or Kovnaki, right? Adam Kovnaki.
We're gonna have to ask him.
What up? The lyricist.
Kawanaki.
Adam.
I'm about to call him like, yo, say your name. Actually, he said it to me. He let me see. If I could find it, he pronounced it for me once on a voice message. Cause I was butchering, man. You know how I do anyway. But in the meantime, let me go to a Cash App and a caller. We got Hawk in Maryland that says he says, okay, $3, Deontay Wilder, round 8 KO. Well, then that means you and Micah believe the same. Again, that bet, that's 3 people out of the community to believe that fight is going to end in that particular fashion in within those 3 rounds, again, it costs you nothing to throw $10 on that. Some of y'all smoke cigarettes. $10 these days is a cup of Starbucks, something like that. $10 on Micah King Amin and Hawk from Maryland's bet, it gives you $120 for believing that Wilder could get it done in the 7th to 9th round. Just saying, BetTBV is the code on mybookie.ag. We going out to Steve in Chicago. What is up?
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a Dolla beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they're getting the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Chicago.
You there now? Oh, there you go.
What up, champ?
Yeah, you just unmuted me. Well, good evening, lady and gentlemen.
What up?
And I want to make a comment about this morning because I didn't get a chance to call in, if you don't mind. I'm not condoning what Bob did, and I don't agree that Kate was biased in any way. But a lot of people on Twitter just cut clips. I don't know if you talked about this because I was in and out this morning, but did you listen to the whole interview Bob did? If you listen at the very beginning, he tells the guy that they had a pre-production meeting and they all agreed that there was going to be no face-off, and Kate was at that meeting. So that's why he was hot, because she knew that they agreed that they weren't going to do that. And he even said Tom Brown agreed to that with Fox.
Yeah, I seen that.
So she knew.
I seen that.
And then she said that anyway.
Yeah, but my thing
So
is this.
that's what.
My thing is this. Do you really believe that Kate Abdo, who isn't a fucking executive producer, she isn't a promoter, she ain't even a manager, she ain't getting no percentage of this fight. She's hired to do that specific job. You think she took it upon herself, or she was hit in the fucking ear with the earpiece they wear? Someone had to have told her. And I just don't believe that she's going to do that on her own.
Yeah. Did you talk about that this morning? I don't know. I'm just telling you what he said in the interview.
I brought it up.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's all I wanted to say about that. But let's do can I pick the whole card?
We kind of
want the main event.
We want the main event so we can get to the other call, because we got hella callers today.
Well, I decide. I always wait till after the weigh-in to make a financial bet.
Yeah.
But my bet, what I'm leaning towards, I got to see the weigh-in. I'm doing Wilder. I'm going to throw a lot of money. Not a lot. I'm going to throw some good money on. I'll tell you after. I'm going to throw good money on the money line for Wilder to win, and I'm going to throw a little bit of money on a decision because the odds are so good. Because I think he's going to win by decision.
Bro, decision is fucking plus 1,600. That's like rich.
Right. That's why I'm going to throw some money there, but I'm going to throw more on the money line. Because I know people think that's just what I think. So if I'm going to put money down, I'd go with my gut, like I did before. We won't talk about that, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. But I want to see the weigh-in. But hey, I won't pick the rest of the card. But Coceres, don't sleep on that fight. That's going to be Berlanga's biggest test to this date.
Yo, champ, that can't be Berlanga's biggest test, man. You and I have been watching boxing long enough. I'm happy you know who Coceres is. I've never heard of him. He can't be a test. You can't be a test and we don't know. I mean, I know you watch everything. Who the fuck is Coceres? You seen him before?
I was listen. I was thinking to myself, and you know me, I'm on everything.
I never seen that dude.
I don't know him like that.
Never heard of him. I never even heard of him in an article. Listen, I never even got a press release with his name on it. I'm about to go check that right now. Let me see if I missed something. And I did receive a press release one day on this dude, and I just overlooked it because he was a no anybody that I didn't know. I don't know. I never heard of this dude ever.
Coceres from Argentina.
Nothing, bruh. Chill, man. I don't know. He gonna have to. But listen. Oh wait. Let's put it here. Okay. But everything we've gotten from him has been in the last month, and it's been Wilder Fury. It's all been about him being with Berlanga, but Coceres has never been.
Fuck Billy Joe.
Oh shit! Coceres was on the. I got an email from him one time when he was on the DAZN KSI Logan Paul card, November 9th. Coceres, he was the WBO super middleweight champion, defending his title again. Oh, so Billy Joe fought him. Or was supposed to. I don't know if that ever happened. So let's check that out. Let's check if Billy beat him.
Billy knocked him out.
Hey, Billy, you're so tired. They say he gave Billy Joe a hard time, but so did fucking Wolverine. Billy Joe is a dude that fights down to the level of his opposition. He proved that. Coceres has lost to Sebastian. Oh, my God. Papecci. He bought Papecci twice, and he lost to Billy Joe. Listen. And he's Argentinian, so he allegedly has power. This guy's going down, man. You're tripping right now. This dude, look, all his fights have been in Argentina, and no way. The only fight not in Argentina was Billy Joe spanking him, and he about to fight in America getting spanked too. No way, bruv. But go ahead, listen. He's a big underdog. You might as well, if you believe Coceres, he's a plus 1,200.
Absolutely not.
Hawk in Maryland, what up?
Fuck you, Pain.
Yo.
All right, what up, Ness? King, I mean, Billy, and Mike, how you doing? I'm good, man. Good. Look, I'm gonna put it down like this. I'm going with Sanchez because I think he's going to box around in slow moving, Big Baby, and I'm going with Hellenius because Kognowski is going to do the same thing. And Hellenius, he already said he was his training partners. He brought in. He didn't focus with Wilder. He said he brought in training partners. So that's why I'm going with him. And Berlanga, I'm going with Berlanga. But I'm going with Wilder because even on stage while Bob got mad because Wilder was so calm and Fury was looking nervous, acting anxious. So in my opinion, he was. So I'm going with Wilder. I think Wilder fight a small man fight. Don't try to fight a big man fight. Stab him to the chest, stab him to the body, keep lateral movement going, and then when Tyson Fury get close, he grab him and tie him up real tight. So the referee got to pull him and pull him all the way apart. Don't do that breaking apart slow and be getting held on to. And that's exactly what I said to Malik when I talked to him the other day. But yeah, grab him tight, make the referee break him up clean. I got Wilder taking him out between 7 and 9.
To this day.
Hawk, thanks for calling in. Steve in the chat still wilding. Steve, stop it, man. Stop it. The last 2 fights were better tests than this Gaka-ass dude. Straight Gaka. Shakaka. Remember Shakaka?
Chicago.
Let me go out to...
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the thick glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Ness, my boy, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Brandon Maurice, what up, champ?
What's the word, my guy? I see y'all got Michael K on the phone. How are you, beloved? Hey, let me say this. All you punks in the chat, go subscribe to Micah K channel, man. Easy on the eyes. She knows her boxing and she's breaking down fights better than 95% of the people on this channel. So if you get tired of looking at Ness ugly ass from time to time, you want something pretty to look at that know her boxing, subscribe to Micah K. Afternoon Sports.
I'm sorry, Ness. I know we're not supposed to interrupt calls. Facts. Thank you, Brandon, because at least you said something. Not saying because I know you like to troll a little bit because I know how you was acting this morning. But thank you. I truly appreciate the support. I'm always watching the chat. You got the little haters, but that's okay. But everybody that's really tapped into the queen. We ain't worried about the hate, baby. Okay, the queen is coming. Thank you, Brandon. I'm done.
Oh, Brandon, your whole call done gone. Sorry. I'm joking, man. What up?
Just like that. Y'all know I got a love-hate relationship with Wilder. I hear a lot of people calling in with hope. Hope, hope, hope. And my pops told me when I was just a youngin', hope in one hand and shit in the other. See which one fill up faster. So I don't believe in hope. Picked that nigga the first 2 times. I was wrong the first 2 times. So I'm going with what I've seen for 19 rounds. And that's Fury the better man, and he's going to win this fight. So I'm picking Fury by knockout. And I want to pick Wilder so bad, but it's a point we forgetting to leave out, y'all. Fury put a dent in this nigga's skull. Wilder admitted that Fury put a dent in his skull.
So did Malik Scott.
I don't think...
Brandon, we never saw the autopsy, B.
Nah, but Malik Scott was saying in the press conference, like, I know y'all seen that. He was like, I think it was the Behind the Gloves interview with Michelle. He was like, I had to see my homie with a dent in his head. Like, he literally said that.
When a nigga put a dent in your top, man, he owns you, bro. You ain't coming back from that. So y'all got to keep that in mind, man. That nigga owns Wilder, man. He put a dent in this shit. So I'm going Fury by knockout. I think every fight on this card is going to end in knockout. I don't see none of these fights going the distance. I'll pick the other fights at another time. But yeah, I'm going Fury because I don't believe in hope. That's my call.
Let me see what that Fury by knockout looking like. Fury by KO. Wow. That's actually, every 100 only makes you 90 because that's what the bookies believe is going to happen. So if you bet 100, you make 90 plus your 100 back though. You know what I'm saying? But you got to bet 100 to make 90. You automatically losing $10 basically because Fury's a favorite. But that's still good money. That's basically 100 for 100. For like every dollar I give you, you giving me one back if I get the right pick. So that's not a bad bet. It's worse when you got to do 500 to make 100. But we going out.
1 for you, 1, 2 for me.
Exactly. We going out to Mad Bet 100.
What up?
Kansas City in the building. Mad Bet, Kansas City in the building. What up, champ?
Can you hear me?
What up, though,
We hear
Matt?
you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I'm picking FA by knockout because I think Sanchez, you don't have heavyweight power. He does be throwing a lot of shit.
So you picking
Wilder by
FA?
knockout.
You picking FA to knock out Sanchez?
Yes, because Sanchez is the Flash with no bash. I'm going with Wilder 7 to 9 rounds, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of people think I'm crazy. Wilder is gonna outbox Fury. Wilder is going to outbox Fury. Wilder will outbox Fury. I said it 3 times.
So wait, just to
and stop him.
repeat, you're saying Wilder will outbox Fury?
Yes, I know you would laugh.
No, I'm not laughing.
But you gotta watch.
I'm not laughing. I'm making your parlay. So you're saying you're saying Wilder.
I'm gonna tell you why.
But wait, you're saying Wilder rounds 7 through 9 plus FA a job.
He's gonna outbox him. A job knocks out Frank Sanchez because it hurts a fighter when you put him against bums. Frank Sanchez fought bums. A Jaguar had his stiffest competition, and it's going to show. Wilder, the blueprint was set for Fury when he fought Wallin and when he fought Cunningham. Cunningham was actually a boxing Fury and dropped him. He was just too small. And like Brother Nassim, rest in peace, said, Fury had a big boy and leaned on him and hold him behind it and punch him on the ropes and knocked him out. Wallin was outboxing him too, jabbing him, busting him up, hit him in the body, and we saw that fight. I'm picking, what's the next fight? Shit. I'm picking Hellenius to do the same thing to Adam again because Adam fights one way. He throws punches and takes punches. He throws punches and takes punches, relying on his chin as his defense. That shit don't work in boxing. Your body breaks down. He's only human. And that's my call. Hell yeah. And the one dude that was talking shit about Malik Scott, that kid that was talking shit about Malik Scott was an elite, slick, heavyweight fighter. He just didn't get a lot of opportunities. And he got robbed against Derek in England. That's my call.
All right. I did say that too, man. That was a fake ass 10 count. They stopped the count at 9, waved it off. Malik was dead on his feet. But that's how they do, man. That's how they do. Marlon So Icy Sims, what up? No Marlon. David Maldonado.
What he done to the boxing world to be number 1 in the junior weight division.
Yo, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's always a pleasure to hear another pretty voice on the boxing panel that knows her boxing. Shout out to Micah K and Justice for Lady Shan. I got an interesting scenario. You're welcome, sweetie. I got an interesting scenario about the heavyweight fight. In the history of boxing, whenever there's been a trilogy in legendary fights such as Bo and Holyfield and Ali and Frazier, the third fight has always been the most violent fight. The third Holyfield-Bo fight, Holyfield actually put Bo down before Bo got off the deck to knock Holyfield out. And then everybody knows about the Thriller in Manila. So for some reason, I got a feeling this Wilder Fury fight is going to be the most explosive fight. I think both guys are actually going to hit the deck. But I think at the end of the day, Fury has the tools to beat Wilder. He beat him the first time by boxing him, and he beat him the second time by walking him down. But like I said before, I think he's going to hit the deck because I think Wilder made a lot of improvements. But I think at the end of the day, Fury's going to win. It's going to be a fight of the year. Both guys are going to go down, but I think Fury's going to take him out late.
Stoppage?
And, yeah, a stoppage, TKO, stoppage, KO, whatever. It's going to be a stoppage. That's my prediction. And it's going to be a brutal fight. I think Fury's going to hit the deck, though. And I think he's going to, like I said, it's going to be a brutal fight. Both guys are going to go down. But I think Fury's going to get up and make the adjustment and stop Wilder in the later rounds. I say round 10, maybe 9. That's what I think. That's what I think is really going to happen, man. I'm really looking forward to this fight.
Well, all right.
As far as, yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Y'all guys have a blessed night, man.
All right.
So he got Fury.
He got
Ness,
Fury.
who was that? Or Doomy? Who?
David Maldonado, New York City.
David Maldonado.
We got up next in San Antonio, Rick. What is up?
Hey, what's up, panel? How you guys doing?
All good. How are you?
All good.
Good. So, I got Kovnowski. I think he's going to make the adjustments, and I think he's just going to outwork Hellenius. And then with Sanchez, I think Sanchez is going to outbox Efe. Possible stoppage in the later rounds. But I got Sanchez in that one. Really interested, like I said before, to see how him and the Reynosos, what kind of game plan they're coming up with. And then with Fury and Wilder, I think the X factor is going to be coming in the weigh-in. for Wilder. For those people who are picking Wilder, if he's coming in, because he's naturally a thin guy for his height. He's came in as low as 212. I saw one way in. So if he's, from what I hear, coming in around 240, and that muscle requires a lot of oxygen, so that might affect his stamina going down into the later rounds, should it go that far. I got Fury outboxing him for the most part. I think Fury takes the decision, possibly a late stoppage. But I think that X factor is going to be that weight. Now, it may help him out with the power. If he can connect, then hey, it might be lights out. But Fury has shown that he's able to take that shot and rise up a couple of times. So it's going to be a more of an uphill battle for Wilder in this fight. So I got Fury in this one. And then earlier, you guys were talking about the issue with Kate Abdo. Could Bob have handled it differently? I think we need to wait to hear a little bit more interviews from Kate to find out what took place, because from what I understand, there were meetings from PBC, Fox, and ESPN, or Top Rank. So it's very interesting because it had those guys as emotionally charged as they were. If something did happen in the face-off and one of them connected, this fight would not be happening. There'll be a lot of pissed off people and money down the drain.
I mean, that would be their fault, though. They should have security. There was that was the issue. They didn't have a traditional face-off, which boxing is born and bred off. They didn't give us that because of their lack of security. But I got to get to some other callers. We're keeping the lines moving. We're going to NO, New Orleans. What up? Are you available?
Don't get hit with the crickets.
NO.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
NO. All right.
What happened?
I don't know what happened, but what up, champ? What up? Where you been at?
It's good. Yeah, man. I've been hustling that year, you hear me?
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? You know how I get down, baby. Check this out, man. I'm going with Wilder, 10-round stoppage. I feel like it's do or die right now, you heard me? I feel like Wilder coming in. I've been checking out the training he been doing with Malik Scott, bro. And I don't know. It's just I think he gonna really implement that body work in, bro. I think he gonna implement that body work. I think he gonna come with some new feints, some new positioning. You know what I'm saying? The jab. He gonna start double jabbing. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be a lot of different little tricks, like, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna see in this fight. And we're gonna see once we get to like the 9th and the 10th round. Once these heavyweights start getting tired and shit, we're gonna see if he go back to the old Wilder or how hard the training camp been. We're gonna see once he get tired, do he still keep his new little tricks of the trade he just learned. So I'm excited to see this fight, man. I'm excited to see this fight. I'm going Wilder 10-round stoppage. I'm going with FL Jabba, not by knockout. I'm going with Hellenius by knockout, because when you're a tough man in boxing, you don't last too long. You heard me? Look at all the great motherfucking tough men that been in boxing. How long they last? Not long at all. That's my call, baby. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go, champ.
We got Julio. What up? Pelayo.
Long.
Julio, you got bad service. Julio, you must be driving. We're gonna try and come back to you, brother. You must be driving. Let me go to John in Michigan. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What up?
Going on, champ?
I can't believe that, people are defending Bob, it seems like. And just doesn't look good. Neither does Wilder with what he said about Poncher. But I got Sanchez. Both him and F.A. don't really impress me, but I'm just picking Sanchez to pick him. And then I got Robert Helenius, and I got Fury just because, dude just seems all around better. But I hope Wilder wins still because I'd like to see the heavyweight division get shooken up. And him and Usyk would be a better fight anyways. That's my call.
To this day. John in Michigan. Thanks for calling in. We got K Boxing in D.C. What up?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
What up? What up?
All right, so just wanted to, chime in on the fights real quick first. On Wilder, I think Wilder is basically going to go in there and truly, implement his game plan. And I think Wilder's game plan has been solely based on head movement, going to the body for at least the first 2 or 3 rounds, while Fury is going to be attempting the head hunting to try to prove a point that he can knock Wilder out, a point that ain't going to get proved because everybody, if they be honest deep in their heart, know that it was some fishy shit going on in that second fight. So, and if you or anybody else, Ness, you can play all the games with this in the media, all you want. Everybody knows it was some fishy shit going on in that fight. But I'm telling you now, Wilder is going to be real. I hope they got security around, like I said before, so this man doesn't get himself disqualified. Because what people don't realize, when a man turns down that kind of money just to get a man back in the ring, he's planning on doing some serious damage. But I think Wilder is intelligent enough to be smart about it. And Wilder is going to go. He's been working on body work, and something nobody never really did to Fury was go after his body. And I think Wilder's going to go after his body just enough to get his mind off of that right hand, and he's going to end that shit within 4 or 5 rounds with that right hand. No bullshit. Now, as far as Karnowski, I think Karnowski trainer has got him slowed down enough to realize that he ain't going to win an all-out brawl with Helenius no more than he did the first fight. And I think Karnowski is just going to outbox him. Frank Sanchez ain't got enough power to stop a jogger. And I think Frank Sanchez is going to gas himself trying to outbox a jogger for the first 7 to 8 rounds, and the jogger is going to end up carrying that power and ending him in about 9. And I'm going with the Big Baby 2, because Big Baby 2 looks like he for real.
Yeah, Big Baby's a great
K, shout out to you. DC, stand up. Let me go to T-Zock in LA. What up?
Hey, what up, guys? Hey, man. I see this is gonna be a good fight. I think I see Fury winning this fight. He's a dirty fighter, but he knows how to get it done against. It's kind of like Holyfield. Holyfield was dirty when he had to be with Tyson, to neutralize his power. And I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Fury's gonna pull it off. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that.
All right, champ, thanks for calling in. We got our poll is now over 423 votes, and so far the public believes Fury by KO is 41%. Fury by decision, 10% of the public believes that can happen. Wilder by KO, 45% of our voting public believes that will happen, and 4% believes Wilder by decision. So that 4%, you're the one getting all the money at plus 1,600 on mybookie.ag if you make that bet. Just saying. Looks like Brandon, the producer in Houston. What up?
At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend right here. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out, and that's my mission here. I'm here to knock people out, and if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. Sometimes you don't even have to throw hard. You just have to hit the right spot, and the people go down.
How are you 0 for 3 on SDS intros, bro? Explain that to me. That's crazy, man. This dude Ness is 0 for 3 for SDS intros, y'all. This is crazy. Oh, exactly, Doomy. What happened, bro? I just sent this dude the email a bunch of times. But look, how many, like, what is the numbers looking like for a no contest? Like,
they don't have that prop bet, but they do got the draw.
Nah, I'm looking for like a no contest. Like I see these dudes while they're trying to, impress his supporters and try to go out and look for the knockout. He lands something on Fury and then just go over the top aggressive. Fury dug down or something and they clash heads or something. I see these dudes like trying to both prove a point, both stepping in, like trying to just get it in from the jump, like, and they clash heads, bro. I see this, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if there's a way to put money on a no contest, I'm thinking about I will put $20 on it, man, because I can see it. Two overly aggressive dudes, and they get in there and knock. And I know people will be so disappointed by this because, like, between the first and the second round, like they end that shit due to a nasty cut or something. That'd be crazy. Frank Sanchez, never been impressed by him. His last fight versus Messi's cousin, the Dominican, whatever it was, Naki Aguilera. I was like, you can't get this dude up out of here. Not impressed. So I figured that X-Ray's gonna knock his ass out. And I got Kalnaki over Hellenius. And let's get the SDS intros, and that's my call.
Let's go, champ. Like they what do you think about that FA Frank Sanchez, man? That they were pretty spicy at the presser. Micah, did you get the take a look at that? Or did you notice that?
No, I ain't getting a chance. I'm not gonna lie. I took a little nappy nap myself today.
I should come on in over here. No, but they got spicy between them too. And FA just kept saying, "Stay ready, stay ready."
Yeah, I think FA's this is a great step up in competition for FA. Number one, I think number two, his evolution has to be, and it's interesting. This card is so dope that it's all heavyweights, and then specifically that you have Wilder and FA. Like, we talked about getting eyes on these young fighters, getting attention. And, are some fighters willing to be? You got all, the dopest young stateside prospects on the fucking card. You got FA and Big Baby. Like, those are the two guys that everybody's looking at. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all looking at FA like the next guy?
I'm looking at Big Baby. Jared, for me, it's Jared Anderson for me. Even though
I ain't know FA was the next guy.
Nah, what I'm saying is FA
a little fishy to me, man. FA waited. He waited till he left Wilder's manager Shelley, left Wilder's advisor Al, left Wilder's network Fox to get to ESPN to then call out Wilder, man. What kind of whack shit is that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about if he, and I'm not disregarding it. But what I'm saying is if he develops a good technique, listen, he's in there against, Frank Sanchez now. You can put him in there against the Brazils. And if he can't test the Brazils, then he never was. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going in that trajectory. I think Anderson is further ahead in that regard. But I think FA, if he learns how to box and he don't rely on the power, and that's the biggest question. That's why, I know what you're saying is.
Well, he's got a great trainer. He changed trainers 2-3 fights ago, and it's a great amateur trainer that those are the guys that are gonna teach you how to be technically better. So if anybody's gonna get it done, I wouldn't put it past K Kimura, is it, or K? Am I saying it wrong? Shakur's trainer.
Yeah, they said they were working on combination punching, so hopefully we get to see some of that.
Like I said, I like FA, but I'm gonna say it again. Jared Anderson, to me, the way he move in the ring, certain things that I see, his quickness and his size, I feel like he has the potential to really be, a big star in that heavyweight division.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
Yeah, now Jared Anderson.
Have you heard the rumors of him piecing up Fury and sparring? That's anyway what Wilder believes. Wilder teams believe that the fight was pushed back because Jared Anderson knocked out Fury in sparring.
Yeah,
remember that was floating around a little minute ago, man. And listen, the truth is stranger than fiction, man. Sometimes when people say things like that, it's tongue in cheek. But if the right people say it, if the right people in the right boxing circles say it, then it has legs. It's like what we heard about Earl and Floyd.
And Mayweather early on,
You get what I'm saying?
they said Earl gave Mayweather that black eye, so he got a lot of props for that.
Question
you hear
real
about these things. Go ahead, Mike.
question real quick for the panel. When do Berlanga? I always say Berlanga name wrong. When do Edgar come on? Do you guys know? Because I looked it up, but I didn't see the exact time.
It's not going to be on the pay-per-view portion. It's going to be before the prelims.
Right, and I was trying to see. Okay, what was the specific time for that? Because I didn't see
7 p.m. Because the pay-per-view start at 9.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. We got plenty of callers to get to. You know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 one time. Counterpunch, Steve, Chicago.
Counterpunch.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the rest of my picks off because I know you're going to be busy. So I'm picking Sanchez. I'm picking Kornacki. I'm picking Anderson. And I'm picking Berlanga. I did not say I wasn't picking against him. But hey, man, at the end of the day, like Amin said, shout out to Top Rank and PBC for getting together. This is a hell of a card. This is the best card I've seen in a while, pay-per-view card. So I'm buying it. I'm supporting it. And I hope everybody else does. I'm out.
All right. Yo, Solomon DeCares is fighting. That's that Sam Jones heavyweight. And I never seen a prospect in a fight so tight so early. Like he's a minus 500 and his opponent is a plus 350. That's pretty tight. For a prospect coming up, you would figure they'd throw him a lob ball. But we're going to Majid, Ohio. Are you available?
Majid.
Yo,
what
everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I'm gonna go with Berlanga. Not FA. I'm going with Sanchez. Was Hellenius and Wilder. But yeah, that's my picks.
All right.
Got Hellenius on that one.
Looks like we got Huntsville, Alabama. James, what up?
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. I'll make it quick. I'm going ahead rolling with Fury in this one. I'm taking Lanius and I'm gonna take FA. And that'll be my call, man. I'll let you go ahead and keep on running through.
Chill.
All right. We going out to California. You still writing them down, right, Doomy?
Let's go!
Come on. Info Joe is a beast. Checkbox red. Undefeated punchlines, better place your bet. The number one call, fought my way up the ranks. Border wars fighter, going hard in the pain. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular.
Yo, somebody got a mute. I hear kids in the background.
Info Joe checking them.
Yo.
Do you still
Y'all hear it? Yeah, I hear it, man. Somebody got their phone on me. I don't know why y'all don't hear it. Okay, it's clear up now. Yo, what up, King Amin? Queen Micah. Doomsday.
Hey,
Ness, what's up, my people?
What up?
My boxing brothers and my boxing sisters, man. First thing first, y'all hit them thumbs up. And another thing, second thing, shout out to the boxing gods. Hey, man, this weekend is like the Super Bowl of boxing, man. This is the best card we didn't had in years. If it was every time to pay for a pay-per-view, this is the card. Uh, Put me down for Frank Sanchez. If FA don't knock him out, I can see Sanchez outboxing him. Put me down for Hellenius, Big Baby Anderson, Edgar Berlanga, and on to the main event. I'm picking Wilder. Wilder looks war ready. I'm rolling with y'all like the seventh through the ninth. I can see a knockout. To keep it real, it is a 50-50 fight. The first round, I would like to see Wilder establish, man. Let him know I ain't scared of you, motherfucker, and bomb on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Meet him. Don't back up that first round. If nothing else, let him know I'm here and you finna be in war right now. I would like Wilder. I'm loving the body work that he's doing, and I love that Malik said that Wilder used to always lean back to avoid shots. He couldn't do it with Fury, with all that reach, and he was getting caught. I'm glad to hear that he's slipping under shots and pivoting. So he got a good game plan going. Hopefully this can be implemented. I don't know if one training camp you'll be able to do everything that you have learned. But I got the bomb squad all the way, and play Stanley's song, man. We need to hear that. We need some Wilder theme music, if you could, for me. That's all I got, fam. Shout out to the boxing gods once again. Peace.
Somebody will die in that ring.
Stunner boxing.
The number one stunner.
What? What's good, TVV?
What up?
All right, so for my predictions, I'm going to pick Hellenius knocking out Konaki because I don't think Konaki has enough power to knock out Hellenius. Like I said, Dylan White couldn't even knock him out. Now, Hellenius had about a year and some change to, get healthy. I think he's going to have an easy fight. As far as FA versus Frank Sanchez, I think it's going to be competitive, but I think it's going to end with Frank Sanchez unconscious on the floor. And as far as Wilder Fury, look, I have a good idea for your show topic on Monday, man. On Monday, the topic should be Wilder versus White, Ortiz versus Joyce, and what's next for Fury.
Okay.
So that means you're going for Fury?
No.
Or Wilder won and got the White fight?
Because the winner has to fight White if White beats Valen.
A lot of moving parts on that one.
Lot of moving parts. Se están moviendo las piezas. Vito, Malaysia.
Whoa. Vito. Come over to the dog side.
Vito.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you now.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I had to unmute myself. I've been listening to your predictions, and one guy said something funny. Wilder's gonna outbox Fury.
He said, but he also said you would laugh.
Sorry?
He also said that you would laugh.
Well, I don't know about that, but he must have been in Joshua's corner, wanting to box Usyk. But anyways, my thing with this, I'm not a betting guy, but I think this all comes down to what Wilder brings. I think if you look at the fight, the way Wilder is very fast. And that's how he's been getting his knockouts. He's super fast with the 1-2s. But the thing is, with a fighter like Fury, it's easy to predict when Wilder is going to throw that 1-2. because he moves and then plants his feet. So in the last fight, Fury was just riding his punches. It didn't land clean. That's the problem. So depending on what game plan Wilder is coming with, that's how the fight is gonna go. If he avoids, being predictable, then I'll pick Wilder. And also one more thing, if Wilder, if you're listening, um, go to the body, man. The Fury moves, but the body does not move. Go to the body early, man. If you can do that, you find out that in the later rounds, Fury will become a slugger. You see that with Otto Wallin, go to the body. So that's my advice for Wilder, because I'm rooting for Wilder for this fight. And then as for Frank Sanchez versus Efe Ajaba, I'm a Nigerian, so I'll be rooting for Efe Ajaba, but I don't see Efe Ajaba winning that fight. To be honest, I think Frank Sanchez is going to win that. Then Konaki, I think Melenas is going to knock Konaki, because the dude, I don't think Konaki is going to change anything. I don't see him changing anything. He's not that guy that moves. He blocks punches with his face. So I think Helenas is going to knock Konaki out again. So that's my pick.
All right. We have Sam W. Sam, what up?
Hello, and welcome from London. How's it going?
All good, man. Good to have you.
So, I mean, there's a couple of fights that are going on. I just wanted to focus on, obviously we got the time difference. I just wanted to focus on the main event. For me personally, I can't see Wilder in the time that he's been training since the last fight. I can't see much happening. It's very easy to look good on pads. It's very easy to look good in training, but the minute you get in front of Fury, someone that's going to come at you, someone's going to look awkward. I can't see this going any other way. Realistically, it's a 50-50 fight. Wilder's got a mean fucking punch, and he could put Fury out at any second. But for me, maybe this is like the hometown, bias. But for me, I can't see Fury losing this fight.
All right. Thank you for calling in, my friend. It's crazy to hear people in the chat like, yo, what's the number? It's all in the chat. It's on the thumbnail.
It's
the same number.
425-569-5241.
Yes.
If you're just listening and you're not able to see it, sitting on audio.
Hold on, is it really people in the chat asking that? Y'all sure y'all not drinking or relaxing the mind or something? Like, nah. How you asking for the number?
I got a few super chats here. We got Justin in Milwaukee that says, shout out to dude in the UK. It's 2 a.m. over there. Goat emoji.
Sam, I was going to say that.
We got Boom coming in. He says, man, FA is going to get his tail beat. He talked the stuff about Wilder. Now let's see what he does against someone that's not scared of him.
Not scared of him. It was a double that's.
Okay. And then we got SG who did a counterpunch. We went to that. Big Matthews, who just became a member. Shout out to Big Matthew, who became the prospect. He says, give me your top 5 U.S. heavyweights and your top 5 UK heavyweights. All right. Let's see. Well,
all time or just now?
No, I'm only doing now.
All right.
I'm only doing now. So obviously you got Fury, AJ, Wilder. And he said UK, right? So Fury, AJ, Wilder.
It's two already.
No, Usyk's not from the UK though.
Okay, nah.
Fury,
Trevor
AJ,
Bryan for America.
Fury, AJ, Wilder. Fury, AJ, Wilder. Fury, AJ, Wilder. Fury,
American
AJ, Wilder.
Fury,
Fury, AJ, White. Top 3 heavyweight in the UK. I need 2 more from the UK.
Joseph Parker.
Derek Chisora. No, Joseph Parker was New Zealand. Derek Chisora is from the UK.
Dubois. He's right at
Daniel Dubois is from the UK. Maybe Joe Joyce, is he considered UK? I know he's capoeira.
Yeah, he's definitely UK.
I'll go with Joe Joyce.
That's a lot. Shit, they holding it down. American top heavyweights. American Wilder. Andy Ruiz.
Michael Hunter. Let's go.
Michael
champ.
Hunter.
I don't know who else though. I mean, can we go with Luis Ortiz? I mean, you know.
Hey, throw in a jog, but I mean, Anderson, is he too young? Too soon? Too soon.
Throw him in there. He's talented. Like
Too soon. I don't know. I'm not cheating using box track. I should be, but
You're an almanac in this shit. How many we got? 4?
Anderson. Y'all said Wilder, Ruiz, Anderson, and Hunter.
Damn.
Luis Ortiz, right?
He's Cuban. I mean, but technically speaking, when you defect, you become a U.S. refugee. So I don't know if y'all want to adapt them. Yeah.
Well, Charles
Areola. He's Mexican, but he more.
Yeah, no.
California
He was
American.
born here. He was born here, so he's definitely American. So definitely Areola.
Charles Martin, American.
Brazil.
Charles Martin is American. Charles Martin is American.
Dominic Brazil.
Dominic
Brazil. But I mean, top 5. Who's in that order? Are we just throwing names at the wall?
We just threw them at the wall. Our 5.
Let me show you. BoxRec has top American heavyweights. Michael Hunter, numero 1. Andy Ruiz, numero 2. Dominic Brazil, number 3. Trevor Bryan, number 4. Jonathan Rice, number 5. Damn you! Stephen Shaw, number 6. Areola, number 7. Mike Polite, Coffee, salute, champ, come back, number 8. And Joe Cusimano, number 9. Jared Anderson, number 10. Joey DeVaco, number 11. Cassius Chaney, who's going to be doing a live fight chat with us Saturday. He's going to be right here watching the fight live with us and giving his live reaction. Undefeated Cassius Chaney, American heavyweight. And Eric Molina, number 13.
This is Mike. Mike blew his entire life savings on a permanent perm shampoo.
BoxRec is disrespectful, y'all.
Yo, the way they get that off on,
disrespectful.
It comes on.
How it randomly pops up.
Yeah, like they got.
So annoying when I go on BoxRec.
America's doing bad. Let's just be real. Like, no disrespect. They don't got Wilder on the list because he's inactive.
Wow.
But like, we doing bad. These are mad journeymen. Like, okay, Michael Hunter's decent. Yeah. Andy Ruiz is decent. Dominic Brazil, Trevor Bryant, Jonathan Rice, journeyman. Chris Areola, journeyman. Mike Polite, contender. You know, Cusimano, journeyman. Anderson, contender. DeVaco, journeyman. Chaney, contender. Eric Molina, journeyman. Bermain Stavern, former world champ, but journeyman at this point. Like, Kevin Johnson, super journeyman. Dermani Rock, contender, but is he coming back? Joey Abel, journeyman. Trey Lippy Morrison, hype job or real fighter? Not yet to be known. You know, Brandon Moore just got signed, so we'll see. That's another undefeated American heavyweight. I mean, but we doing bad out here in America in these streets, man. What is that kid considered that was in the Olympics? The dude that lost.
I mean,
Torres, is he Mexican American? Is he classified as America?
Yeah, he's American all the way, but he hasn't had his debut. No.
No, I know, but I mean, obviously, eventually he'll get a debut, and you know he'll be on that side of the street. But I got Dodge Hyatt that says, y'all know Wilder coming with that dynamite. Shout out TBV. Love y'all for real. Hashtag Hammer from Alabama. Hashtag TBV for life. And we got
which one?
James Benitez says, let's cut the shit. A 20-month training camp for Wilder. I hope he comes in better. Fury wins. He beats him 2 times. So, how the third a 50-50 fight? Honestly, I got Big Baby beating. Wow, bro. You just totally like, you're done with Wilder. He said Big Baby beating Wilder. Whoa. And he talking about, Anderson, right? I'm assuming, or you talking about Big Baby, Gerald Anderson Miller?
He's talking about Anderson.
All right, so real quick, before Doomy falls asleep, because he already trying to be out, let's run down the last couple topics. Gervonta Davis versus Rolando Romero, self-proclaimed this generation's Robert Duran, and he's calling Tank the Dwarf, so he's the Dwarf Slayer. I don't want to do another poll because I want to keep the Wilder poll going, but I'm going to end this one. Fuck it.
Did y'all see what you call his tweet?
What tweet?
Rolly's last tweet.
What'd he say?
Man, that guy's crazy.
The one it just literally a few hours. Oh my god, y'all didn't see that? He crazy. He got like a little kid.
Yeah.
He's saying yeah.
He's like, yo, I've got my sparring partner, same height, same range. Same...
No, he gonna set a fight. He gonna set a fight.
Yeah, he definitely gonna set it.
But is he gonna win the fight? Is he gonna win the fight? He talking crazy. Tank gonna want to take that boy head off. Oh.
Now Rolly is good because he's gonna sell it.
Yep.
Okay, but he asked for that. You gotta be careful you gotta be careful what you ask for.
He asked
for
it.
Oh boy.
So you got Tank all day.
Of course. You already know. You know y'all gonna be, the clean bias. No. I'm just going based on what I see with Rolly. Not taking Rolly does have some power, certain things like that. And I like, it's certain things that are.
Listen, ain't Rolly a 40-pounder or a 35 natural? Like this would be Tank's, I guess Barrios was big too though.
So Rolly is 135 or he 140 though, right?
Nah, he 135.
Oh, he 135. Okay, why did I think he was 140? Okay.
Rolly is too flat-footed. Tank gonna be dancing around and punching his ass up. You know what I mean? Gazelle punches.
You always slide your inside joke on Doomy. Wake your ass up, Doomy. Gazelle punches.
Rolly going to sleep. Night.
Rolly getting fucked up though.
Really?
He gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, he getting messed up.
I don't think he getting knocked out. I think he gonna get beat by a decision.
Oh, he gonna be because he always got his eyebrows like this. Then when he finishes, he gonna be at the press conference like, yeah.
Stop the king.
And if he don't get knocked out, you like, okay, what Doomy saying? Well, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. He's gonna get beat up terribly.
Let me ask y'all. He's going around saying like he could knock Tank out. Let's be real. Has Tank faced anyone at all with this type of power? Anybody?
Did Pedraza have some power?
Man, hell no. Pedraza ain't knocking nobody out, bro.
But Rolly, but then again, Rolly think he gonna go in there and turn this into a dog fight because he been around him in the gym. Tank is not coming to do any of that, and that's where Rolly, gonna be trying to plant his feet and swing these wild ass punches and try to clinch it and make it dirty and ugly. That's what's gonna be his game plan. He's not gonna be trying to stand at any particular distance and get in any exchanges because he's gonna be too slow. Tank can definitely cut the distance. So Tank can pretty much do what he wants to him boxing wise. And I feel like it's gonna be like a a come forward fighter like a Brandon Rios. He's like a 2021 Brandon Rios.
And once again, I cannot wait. I hope and pray that Tank and Teo fight. I really that is the one. I hope that happens. That is the one. Because let me say this, even though y'all know I'm a big Tank supporter, I do believe that's the comp. That's the elite competition because Teo is nice. He's nice with it. And I just want to because we have not seen the best of Tank yet. I feel like we ain't seen the best because he has not shown us his boxing, his full arsenal, his full boxing skill set,
Teofimo tweeted, if he's a tank, I'm a nuke missile. So, that little back and forth is going to generate interest always, man. That fight's going to be elite. It happens. If both fighters don't get knocked off of the trajectory, that's a super fight right there. Love to see that.
Why do we got so much air? It's like, has somebody got a fucking fan over their mic or something? Let me go to Jordan Carter. What up, Seattle?
What up? What up? How y'all doing?
Bless.
Hello.
Good, all good.
Hello.
Yes,
Oh,
all
yep, yep,
good.
man. I got Tyson Fury winning, man. Like I said before, bro, the first fight made me a Tyson Fury fan. I mean, I always liked him, but after the first fight, that's when I had him like beating Wilder, no matter when they met up, because Wilder caught him after the layoff, the obesity, the drugs, and all that shit in the first fight in the draw. So I got Fury winning in 6. Um, I don't really know who's on the undercard. I haven't paid attention to it lately. Been busy, man. But yeah, I got Fury winning. And I got Tank putting Raleigh to sleep in the 3rd or 4th round. But that's it, man. Y'all have a nice one.
All right, Jordan, thanks for calling in. Let me see. Marlon, trying you one more time. Marlon, so Icy Sims pro boxer. All right. Well, my Jimbe Boomerang.
Namaste, Nas. Have a good night.
All right, brother. Well, thank you. All right. So we got, I don't know if y'all want to wrap up. I got my poll going right now. Gervonta Davis versus Rolly. Can Rolly get the KO? Obviously, he's calling himself the Dwarf Slayer. You ain't slaying a dwarf unless you're actually knocking him out. And he believes he can knock him out. He believes he's bigger. He believes he's stronger. I believe he's bigger and probably stronger than anybody he, Tank has faced. Barrios wasn't knocking anybody out. So, yeah, can he get the knockout? Is he capable of it?
Is he capable? Is whole nother question. Can he? Yeah, he got the power, man. I like Rolly's rough and tough style. He's very strong, and obviously they've been in those doghouse camps. I don't know. I never seen the sparring between him and Gervonta, but I'm pretty sure that they probably have, or they probably had competitive back and forth between sparring matches that they might have had and talk shit to each other. Who knows? What I do know is that the capabilities, they're there, but can they work? Who's the better boxer? Tank. Who moves better? Tank. Who's faster? I believe Tank. Who hits harder? Explosive power? Tank. I got Tank on this one, man. If Rolly does win, it'll be like one of those great upsets. It'll just change he'll be the bad guy, but at the same time, he'll be living it up just like Mayweather was when he was the bad guy. So I give Tank the edge on this one, man, and just because of what I've seen so far.
Yeah, well, you guys already know. I got Tank. I'm gonna say it again. I don't care. I feel like until I'm proven wrong, Tank is like he say he's the one. Until I'm proven wrong, I got Tank over Teo too. Everybody, I feel like Tank is really that special if he continues on this road and stays focused. But that doesn't mean, of course, that I'm gonna be wrong, because he definitely, like I said, with Teo, that'd be a excellent one. That's definitely elite competition. Josh Taylor, I would love to see Tank with a Taylor or a Teo, but of course we're gonna stick to the Rolly one. So yeah, I feel like it's over for Rolly. He good, he's funny, he's good for social media. We get the giggles, the little laughs, but it's a no.
It's over. He's done. Wow. Let's see what's up. Let's see how many rounds this fight goes. Who knows? I don't know. I just don't know, Micah. I'm not saying that I think Rolly will, look, it's boxing.
Yeah, you never, that is it. Everybody would always say, especially me having such a high respect for boxers. Let me say this, even though I'm saying this about Rolly, yes, that is truth. You never know. You give everybody a chance. That's why I don't like when certain people say, even with the Canelo versus Plant, whether you going for Canelo or you going for Plant, you don't know what's going to happen with Plant. You don't know what he's going to bring out of. Now, that doesn't mean I'm choosing Plant, but I'm just saying you don't know what, things can come out of you. We might see the best Caleb Plant we ever seen in our life, you know? And that's just like with Rolly. You don't know when it comes to boxing. But of course, I go with what I see, and I see certain skill sets. So of course, I favor certain fighters depending on that, you know, the type of fight and the fighting style.
All right. Big Nick in the UK.
There's only one Tyson Fury. Just want to shout out our Lord and Savior, Mark Breland, for without him, none of this would be possible. Bro, just put me down for picking Tyson Fury, man. He's the guy at the moment. He's the guy with the belt. And there's a saying in sport, you're only as good as your last fight. So, as I'm seeing it, the way I see it is that Wilder's got to go and win the belt from him. This fight will be dictated by the guy who controls the space. And so, therefore, I'm picking my man Fury. That's my call.
All right. Thank you for calling in. That looks like we got to go to 609. Who the hell is that? Isn't that New Jersey?
What is it again? 109?
Yeah, 609. 609. That
That's 609.
is
South Jersey.
Cash in Jersey. What up?
Yeah, what's going on, TBV? How y'all doing?
All good.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Peace.
Yeah, I got I got Wilder sparking out Fury within 5 rounds. I just feel like the first 2 fights, the right hand did land, regardless if he got knocked out in the first one. So the right hand has been landing consistently. With the extra weight that Fury put on, yeah, it seems like he kind of manages a little bit better. Plus his slick style, he's able to roll him. That's cool, but that's like playing Russian roulette. You know what I'm saying? So out of 2 fights and then you going into the third, the probability is higher when he done knocked out everybody in his career. Now, it could go to the decision, but I just don't think so. I got Wilder within 5 rounds. And Rolly Romero and Tank Davis, I think that's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a real rough one, a real rugged fight. I think Rolly will catch him because Tank does catch shots. The difference is Rolly got more pop than anybody that Tank faced. So when he does get hit, I think it's going to make for good excitement. But KO by Gervonta Davis. And that's my call. That's it.
All right, bro.
Hello?
Thanks for calling in. That looks like we got to everybody. Let me double check super chats. And we do have, we got James Benitez says, I think Jared Anderson up next. After Fury heavyweight reign is over, if I was Bob, I wouldn't be scared to put him in there with Wilder now. This dude is tripping. Trippy, red, man. Let me go to our next topic, right? Before we wrap up, few minutes before we get up out of here, ladies and gents, I just want to get to all these little hot button topics. Obviously now with Dazn falling next in line on the purse bid, failed purse bid attempt by Triller. They lose their $1.8 million. That gets divided 75% to Teofimo, 25% to Mr. George Kambosos. And then the Eddie Hearn purse bid also gets divided 75-25 between these two guys. And the fight happens on DAZN. I'm happy. I got DAZN paid up for the year. No problema with this. Plus, good old Eddie Hearn is in charge. Which means we know he's gonna fucking get this fight off the road. That's it. No more hiccups. The fight's announced. It's happening, and Eddie's in charge. And now Devin Haney could probably be in the stands. Maybe DAZN could have him commentate. Maybe DAZN can have him walk into the ring. Even though they don't have an option on Tio for the next fight, they can still set the optics that is the fight that should happen next.
Yeah, I'm glad it's coming on DAZN because that means only $20. I mean, well, we pay that for the month, but that's the biggest thing that I see.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy to be paying for it on an annual. But see, I'd rather pay the $100 for the year.
Yeah.
And knock it out, so I only pay $8 a month. But what about you fellas?
I think that Eddie was, he's always in the right place at the right time. This joint fell right in his lap.
Yeah.
I think, I don't think anybody. So anybody from fucking Triller run their mouth talking about Jake Paul, we got 30 million. Yo, Triller, you're lying, man. You dudes are fucking bums. You ass betting in the dice game. Somebody will hurt you doing that punk shit, man. Get your asses up out of here, man. Shout out to Eduardo Hearn.
Nah, Eddie Hearn picked this up when I read that was happening. I'm like, all right, that's it. The games are over. This fight's gonna happen. And let's just mention that, Haney's gonna be in the stands. I feel like all of that's gonna happen. I almost felt like Eddie was just waiting.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm just hoping if you're Dazn and you got the WBC champion, you want to at least set it up. You want to at least show Haney that love. Have him in the stands. Have him commentating. Have him step in the ring.
You know something? One thing that this whole Eddie Hearn and Dazn situation, we finally got justice for Kambosos. He got it.
He did get justice. He got his 25% from the deposit. So the $300,000 that they wanted, they got. And obviously that's all they had to do was just give it, and this fight would have happened on Triller. But it is what it is. Last little bit of news is Marcus Brown, Artur Beterbiev.
A good fight.
Versus Marcus Brown. Yeah, that was a purse bid. Obviously, now it's happening in Montreal, Quebec, with Beterbiev being the A side. But Beterbiev has been down by lesser men. And I know Marcus himself is chinny, and he didn't get the job done versus Pascal, but obviously Pascal showed up dirty once or twice. So you can think how you want about that situation. But it would be a Cinderella story for Marcus Brown, who's going to be a big underdog, to go to Quebec, the hometown of Beterbiev, and get this win on a unified champ, right? And guess what that would do? I just want to open your minds for a bit. If Marcus happens to win this fight somehow, which was a purse bid, so there should be no rematch, he'll probably fight Canelo next. Remember, Beterbiev was a Canelo option. And, Canelo would jump all over fighting Marcus Brown if he happened to beat Beterbiev.
I'm picking Marcus Brown.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think, he didn't even beat Pascal. There's no big fight he got under his resume, right? What's his biggest win?
It's not so much as his biggest win. Nah.
Ain't they both southpaws too? Maybe.
I know his biggest loss was Badu Jack. Before then, he had a decent win. Matter of fact, I think his biggest win was Terrell Gachet.
Wow, the poll is doing bad. No one thinks Rolly can stop Tank.
Nah, man.
So they don't believe in his power at all.
He's a 2021 Brandon Rios, man.
Wow.
Can't believe I can't believe
Brandon Reed. Go ahead, Doom. I'm sorry.
I can't believe the fight's really happened, Tank and Rolly. That caught me from the side. There was no real lead up or.
Well, it's funny because Rolly had been saying it, and I just kept ignoring him. Like plenty of people been sending it to me. He was all on. He kept saying it. I'm gonna beat Tank. I got the Tank fight, but who believed him? Because he says so much. You know what I'm saying?
But he got it. What were you gonna say, Micah?
Oh, I was just trying to see King. I was just curious. Brandon Rios. I'm not familiar, so I was just trying to get his spelling. Is it Rios like R-A or
no R-I-O-S?
Oh,
but I think he's wilding. Rios, first of all, was notoriously known for missing weight and being overweight.
I'm talking about being a kind of flat-footed and he might be a good puncher, but you put him in there against a boxer, and you already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, last question. I know we about to go next. Did you guys cover this already this morning or something? How did you guys feel about the ref change? I know I saw that. People was talking about that. How you feel?
Who's the referee? We talked about the judges. One of the judges being swapped out. I forgot the name of the ref. Who's doing this one?
I would have to go back on box rec or something. I can't think off the top right now, but I know it was a change from the one who was supposed to fight in July.
I think it's Kenny. No?
Who?
Kenny Bayless?
I don't remember who it is.
I don't know. I just saw that on Twitter or whatever, and I was like, oh, people was talking about, the ref, they changed it in short notice, things like that. So I didn't know if you guys covered that or not.
Russell Mora?
Okay. We got a super chat here from JB Cinema that says #Rollie Davis equals #Maidana Mayweather. Okay, but Mayweather did it, pretty easy. It was the casual fans that believe Maidana gave him a rough fight. So I get what you're saying there, and Rollie will be that tough. I mean, you see how he was wilding with Yigit, man. That shit was rough and tough with Anthony Yigit.
Got the best.
Rollie is wild though. It's like it's just he has power. Not to say if he with his skill set improve because the power. So you do still got to be aware of that. But the wildness that last fight, I was just like, I'm sorry.
The best dad ever says, if Rollie beats Tank, I cash app Ness $100 every day for a month.
Damn.
If you think Line 6 is a Boots fanboy, you're meeting a Tank fanboy. #Be more stand up. Damn, a hunch.
Every day.
A day, or he said
for a
every
month. That's 3 G's or 31 hundo.
Yeah. We're on that 31 day.
Rue 504.
Hey, what's going on? What's up?
What up?
The most appropriate ending to this farce of a trilogy is a draw. That's what I'm going with. It has to end like that. That's the first pick that I made in the first fight, a draw. I gotta go with it for the last one. It has to end crazy. It's been crazy since the start. There's no way we get a definite answer that satisfies anyone. It's going to a draw. And if you're putting $10 on something, I'm sure the draw gets you more money than anything. I'm not sure, but
no,
that's what I'm
decent draw. Decent draw. Let me give you the exact decent number here. I think it's like 27 plus 27 on a draw. Let me see.
Yeah.
Draw is 2,200, so $10 gets you, $32 back.
Well, unfortunately, we legalized sports betting in Louisiana. We haven't rolled it out just yet.
Hold up. $10 gets you $230 back.
That's what I'm thinking.
On a draw, and a hundo will put you at $2,300.
God.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night, man. Enjoy the fights and everybody stay safe.
Use my code BETTBV on my bookie.ag if you are going to bet the draw and make that $2,300. Make sure you bet $100 on the draw and you'll make $2,300 if he actually gets a draw. But, you got to use my code BETTBV. Looks like we got another caller sneaking in, making Doomy late. Doomy's over there, man. Crying, about to give you the fake dog excuse. Doomy's like the kid in school. My dog ate my homework. He about to be like, yo, my dog's pulling me. He wants to go out. I gotta go, guys. Tiggy's looking at me. That was his best line. Tiggy's looking at me, guys. Let me get to Teddy B.
Okay.
Teddy B, what up?
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I actually think the same as the last caller. I think it's going to end in a draw because I think it'll be 2 knockdowns or 3 knockdowns, and Fury going to outbox him the rest of the fight. So I think it's going to end in a draw, too. I'm about to put like 50 on the draw. Shout out to being able to wake up and make a bet easily on my app because I'm in Virginia. But The Jared Anderson rumors, I'm sad to say, they are not true. I know somebody in the Big Baby camp or near that camp, and they said it's not true. They had some great work, really great work, but knockouts and all of that, none of that happened. So none of that's true. But he has been. Everybody's been impressed by his sparring with him. So, and I got Ajagba, Kovnacki, and all the rest of the A sides.
Well, all right.
All right, Teddy B. Well, put a bet on it, man. I mean, if you really gonna go all A sides, it gives you almost plus 400. You might as well make money on it. Remember, you can use mybookie.ag anywhere. I know I got a lot of people hitting me up. Where could you use? You could use it anywhere, and you might as well take advantage of the free bet. If you deposit 1,000, they're giving you 1,000. You deposit 500, they're giving you 500. You deposit 100, they're giving you 100. But if you waste your first deposit, that's on you. Meaning, you were nervous. You only wanted to bet this week on Wilder, is what you allegedly believe. You're only gonna bet this week, so you only put in $100 into your account and wasted your free deposit, because if you put in 1,000, they're giving you 1,000. It's just that simple. But Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. That looks like we got to everybody. All the phone calls, all the soupy chats, all the boomerangs. Everybody's done. We're back in the morning, man. Work never stops. SG Pass just slid in with another one. He says, Ness, you should be ashamed of yourself. Dissing American heavyweights.
That was Steve.
Do the Brits on BoxRec, it's a myth that they're dominant. That's not true. I mean, if you go to the Brits heavyweights, right, like you got to go to AJ, right? So you could go to all the UK ones. Right now, they got it better. Like if we went US versus UK, they match up better than us. Why are you hating? Like, this dude takes everything to the heart when it's like UK, US. Like, you don't have to make it a beef, but
I don't give a damn.
But let me pull up that American resume once again, right? Let's go to who is ranked in America, right? Who we said? Michael? Michael's ranked, so he'll pull it up. Hunter.
I mean, if you want to go top 10, I mean, we could probably get the 10.
Bro, 10 for 10, and America's on shaky legs. Wilder's not ranked, so he ain't even in it. Okay? He's not even in it. My man is like not thinking. Wilder's not ranked, he's not active, he's not in. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So when you click on top American heavyweights, Michael Hunter's number 1 versus the UK's top heavyweight, Anthony Joshua. Now, obviously, Steve may say that Hunter beats Joshua based off Joshua losing twice. I don't know that the rest of the world believes that. Andy Ruiz is next at number 2, Dillian White. That's a 50-50 fight to me. That's a great fight. We want that fight. They offered it to Andy, and what did he do? He turned it down. Okay. Their number 3 is Dominic Brazil in America, and UK is Chisora. Another good fight. Chisora gave fucking Usyk a better fight than AJ. So again, you just not a real boxing fan. You a US versus UK boxing fan. Who the fuck is Trevor Bryan? And when you seen him fight, you didn't. And he's number 4. And over here, Joe Joyce will beat the shit out of him. He's UK number 4. So why you lying, bro? You look bad. Jonathan Rice, number 5 for America. For the UK, Huey Fury. That's another 50-50 fight. That's another 50-50 fight.
I didn't even say Daniel Dubois.
And then they got number 6 is Stephen Shaw, undefeated heavyweight. I actually like him, but he got to fight Daniel Dubois, who could punch his ass off, because that's who's number 6 for UK. Then Fabio Wardley, who looks good as fuck, is number 7. Who we got? Areola? Come on, Fabio beats Areola. He beats Areola. We all know that. You know that. Nathan Gorman. All right, he ain't the greatest, but he only got 1 loss to Dubois. Who we got for number 8? Mike Polite Coffee. Now, we don't know. We thought he was going to be Jonathan Rice, the journeyman with mad losses. So stop lying. I'm done doing this game, bro. You lying.
Yo, Dana
Real quick.
says, has anyone besides myself noticed Rollies is a one-legged fight? He has a problem with his knee. Watch his last 3 fights. and be more care. Cheers.
Let me get my promo off before y'all close out.
Go for it.
Ness. Make sure y'all go support once again. Go support Afternoon Sports Slay. Make sure you follow me on IG at MK Sports Slay as well, and Twitter. I do a lot of tweeting. And some people I know don't like Twitter like that, but I do a lot of tweeting. So that's MK Sports Slay. Let me get my promo off my T-shirt. I see Ness T-shirt that is really cute that you got on today, Ness.
Shout
I
out
don't
to
know what it
Steven
say.
Rivera.
That black. Okay, that black look real crispy. Look nice and cute. But let me do my promo real quick. I am going to put this on my Instagram. I gotta check my inventory. The queen just starting off doing, merchandise. So I'm trying to do a little something extra. So if you want to support, I know some men might not want to rock white and purple. So black will be coming back soon, the all black shirt. So it just has greatness on the t-shirt. And it got Slayers and Sleds on the back. It got my logo and everything like that. So the queen working. We trying to do a little something that will be. I'm definitely gonna put that on the IG once I get the inventory. Got a website, so we gonna do other things as well for sure. And that's to the make sure y'all tap in with me. And I love my supporters and my haters. We're gonna keep this thing going. I'm out. All right, it's the Queen Micah K. Thank you, Ness, for allowing me to always come on. Do me king. Peace. You already know what it is. Saturday is going down. I'm super excited. The undercard lit, everything lit. All right, I'm gone.
All right. Any other outros? If no, got to go. NESGTO.
Yes, sir. King Amin of Essex 1 on Instagram. King Amin of Essex 1 on YouTube for them championship rounds. And, of course, the boxing voice. I will be at the live fight chat Saturday when it all goes down. History will be made, my friends.
Let's go, champ. You already know. Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. On IG, TikTok, Alex Linus, Twitter, Alex Linus TBV. This is the Boxing Voice. Thursdays. Flagship show. If you like what you were listening to and you stumbled upon the show, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to, tune in with us daily. We are the Breakfast Club of Boxing. Shout out to the whole TBV fam and universe. We are over and out.
Yo, I would really love that card too that Steve is talking about. All the U.S. versus all the U.K. heavyweights, because he tripping.
That's tripping. Like some super tournament.
He tripping, man. Those are a lot of those matchups we went through. Those are pretty even matchups that we went through. But catch us tomorrow morning where we do it all over again. Peace.